Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, today is the day. Each of us three has a lot to say. It's time to see more Starkid's Remount. Compare like we do, but I'll be down for the count. In an hour or two, I very much would like to stay, but I must get to the UK. My flight's tomorrow afternoon. So I might quickly have to dip, so I'm not too tired on my trip. Therefore, let us begin this soon. We await this with wonder, most of all the way. The show's been number on this la-di-da-da day. La-di-da-da, la-di-da-da, la-di-da-da day. Welcome back. I'm Jacob.
I'm Aiden.
I'm Mimi.
And together we are the
Butterbunch. No, I thought we were gonna do the full length thing like we did last time.
No.
I had the lyrics pulled up and everything. I just need to remember the beat for Homeless Guy.
Once again, I never use the original lyrics for these things.
Yeah, but you also didn't send the new ones, so guess which one?
Because I wasn't planning to anyway. Okay. To be specific, last time, unlike the other several times that we've done an intro like this, I sent these two bits specifically for with their parts, because I don't normally assign them parts. Yeah, I didn't have much time to do this today, so that's why I was only doing the first course. And also, it's kind of fitting because, like I said, I'm going to have to potentially leave this stream early, depending on if we get through this in a timely fashion, which means that I will undoubtedly be missing the end of this because it's us. So with that, yeah, just in case people didn't catch the lyrics that I specifically customized for this, yeah, I've got a flight tomorrow, so that's why I might have to leave a little bit early. We started the stream early as well, but that's mostly been factored away now, aside from the last 20 minutes. So Yeah, exactly, in a timely fashion. Not going to happen. So BB is on the host account again, and she will be ending the stream probably at some other point, which actually, now I think about it, means it might carry on past the point of where we normally do, but because I'm normally like, yep, let's keep going. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But other than that, yeah, let's keep going. So we're back with the guy who did like, oh geez, okay. Yeah, we're back with Act 2 of The Guide to Light Musicals 2025 Remount. The remount that so far hasn't lived up to the original version, at least in our minds. Yeah. That being said, Jack Hillman, I remember seeing your comment today, because I'm going to reply to you on that one, saying that, you know, if Act 1 was like a 6, Act 2 is a 9. Apparently, this is where I've got the comment up here in Slipping Tool. So Act 2 is 10 times better than Act 1. That's where the best aspects of this remount really get to shine. The better lighting, better choreography, singing, the more dramatic and grounded approach to the acting. It's just phenomenal. Act 1's like a 7 for me, with some definite highlights like Show Me Your Hands and Join Us and Die. But Act 2 is like a 9. So we'll see.
What you're saying is actually, we need like what we need then is an like updated edit that has the original Act 1 and the remount Act 2.
Well, maybe not. Maybe it still won't live up to the original Act 2. That's what we're here to determine today. But yeah, actually, now I think about it, Act 2 has most of my favorite moments in it, looking back. So that honestly kind of tracks. Maybe they realize they've got most of their heavy hitters there specifically.
I don't know. I mean,
that'd be fun. Yeah, it's like it's like before and after.
I've listened to America is Great Again so many times.
Again, yeah. Honestly, I prefer Made in America from Black Friday, so that's the one that I go back to out of those two. But yeah, certainly.
See, for Black Friday, it's When Tomorrow Comes.
Okay, yeah. That's the one that I was then that I wasn't as keen on as the other ones in the musical. Not that I disliked it at all, but yeah.
For me though, I will say I kind of prefer some of like a lot of the comedic moments in Act 1. I feel like a lot of my most memorable moments are in Act 1. I don't know, and like the comedic stuff I think is really good in Act 1. I don't know, even
that is true. The drama does amp up a lot more in Act 2 as well. Which, like I said, Starkid thrives when they have drama and comedy in equal measure, I think.
Even the songs in Act 1 I kind of vibe a little more with.
I've always preferred the drama just because as I said in the last one, look, the jokes are like fun or whatever, but a lot of them are not knee slappers, I don't think. Like they're okay to like chuckle at or whatever. I get it, but like, you know, I'm not pulling out my southern accent and slapping the knee, you know, it's not happening, you know.
He's like,
that's for Trail to Oregon. That's when you pull out the southern accent.
For like Act 1, like one of my favorite parts about it is like the sheer comedy of having obviously non-musical characters react to the world itself around them becoming a musical. And obviously, as soon as we get into Act 2, like technically with the Join Us and Die is really when it ramps up, where essentially it becomes more life or death, rather than giving them time to gawk at the fact that the world's a musical, if that makes any sense.
To be fair, separating things into, I think you kind of like when you get like new seasons of a show, you're kind of allowed a certain amount of leeway to kind of change the like format of the show once you enter.
I'm not necessarily saying Act 2 is bad, but a lot of the most memorable stuff for me is in Act 2.
That's fair. It's all about.
Act 1.
Honestly, the comparison of this remount to the original is going to go down to personal preference. You know, it's not like anything that we have seen we consider to be bad. We just consider it to be worse more often than not.
And
that being said, let's see. Oh, the pace is a lot better as well. That was like our big issue last time. That's a relief. Yeah.
I was also gonna say Act 2. I think will at least handle it better because Act 2 leans more into the drama element instead of the comedy element of the Act 1. And Act 1 obviously handle comedy less. So Act 2 will probably handle it better. Yes.
That is what we said.
Yes.
But you know what occurs
This
to
is
me
why
now?
we don't get started properly. I have to leave.
Okay.
But
yes.
well, okay. One more thing about this comment specifically. What the pacing is a lot better as well. What I bet happened is because we mentioned how I forget the actor's name, but it's not Paul. It's the dad. What's his name?
Bill.
Bill.
Yes.
Oh, so
well,
you
the
mentioned before,
Corey, but Bill is the character. Yeah.
So we mentioned before how Corey seemed to have clued in to not pausing as much for the jokes and all that in the last one. What I bet you happened is in between scenes, a lot of the actors didn't have time for random chit chat until the space between Act 1 and 2, at which point they might have came to a group consensus and been like, hey, this isn't working.
It's entirely possible. We know that sometimes things get really crazy during Starkid intervals. Famously, for Holy Musical Batman, they had to empty out their footage that they recorded of Act 1 to use the same cameras again for Act 2. They had to race back to someone's apartment. So yeah, sometimes things happen. Make sure to watch Let It Out. I need to get I will say, even if I don't watch this all the way through, I'll watch it through off camera anyway. I will catch up. I won't keep myself out of the loop after this point. There are certain things
but people like the reaction. I think
I purposely avoided watching because I know I'm going to review them at some point. But for now, but this, if the review is done and it happens to be without me, then just do what I did with Starkid back in the day, which is watch them in my own time, and and that's that. Maybe on the plane tomorrow. But yeah, for tonight though, let's go ahead and actually start. There's one other comment I wanted to talk about, which was someone saying that the okay pacing might have been because we were pausing a lot. I forgot to check that. That's my bad. Okay, now without further ado, on with the review.
Your wish is my command. It's an interesting fade in right here that we really.
Oh God.
Let's not troll them too soon. No, come on. Oh, we both unpaused at the same time.
Hey, does that count for 1 or 2 pauses there, Lithium?
Alice! Alice! Sweetie, where are you?
Bill, be quiet!
We gotta find her, Paul.
We will, but you're gonna have to shut up.
Yes, yelling at zombie.
This whole school could be crawling with those things. You screaming is gonna get us killed, and then who's gonna save Alice?
Hey, does this look incredibly
sorry,
grainy
Paul,
to
it's
anyone
just-
else?
That's all
Oh,
I
yes.
have.
I know.
Okay, there's a problem here.
Just calm.
That's. I rendered this separately using the exact same settings that the original video had. That shouldn't be happening.
Well, it looks a lot worse than I remember Act 1 looking.
Well, I can swap in the original video and see if that works better. But I don't know. Do I still have that? I should still have that. I rarely ever delete stuff until my computer storage explodes. Let's see.
Yeah, okay, so chat's also saying, yeah, it switched back to AVP and Potato Cam.
Okay, bear in mind I'm going to have to scroll through a little bit more weirdly now. Let's see.
Oh God, it's still Potato.
Yeah, we've already seen this part.
No, wait, back.
Oh, wait, still Potato Cam.
Yeah, it's still Potato Cam. Man, we love Potato Cam. Back.
Oh, so it might just be StreamYard in that case.
StreamYard gave us Potato Cam.
Yeah, because this is the file from last time, so that shouldn't.
I
be
didn't order potatoes. How dare?
Yeah, interesting shot, by the way, for us to be at. Just throwing that out there.
It's going to go back to the whole, it's going back to the whole pause frames thing we had before. Okay, well, I'm sorry for everyone, but this is.
In fact, I might screenshot this and send it to my boyfriend.
Go for it.
Intentions. This is not your fault, StreamYard.
Hey, I'll tell you what though, it's still better than Streamlabs.
Yeah, for what at least that I used it before I switched to reassured. Okay. I mean, I can try and send the file through Google. The only other thing I could do is like have send the file to BB and have her host it. But
Also, I meant to say Restream, not Streamlabs. Just throwing that up the chat.
Okay. Yeah, technically also accurate, but yeah.
I don't know if we have time for you to send BB the file.
Weirdly enough, I've been trying to actually send upload a privated version for a long time on just our channel, so we can unload and use this if need. And that is an hour and 42 minutes away from completion. At 60%, my internet connection is garbage.
Jacob's becoming a robot too. I'm concerned.
Damn, it's not just me.
So,
yeah.
So I think it's gonna have to be Potato Cam then in that case. Sorry about that, everyone.
Follow me.
Okay. Oh, what the hell?
Unless
it looks so much better.
On Potato Cam.
I'm not gonna question it. Continuing.
She's a good kid, Paul. She's smart and I respect her choices, but
it is not
if we're
clear
being
for
honest,
us. Okay, that's why we
I
paused
don't
for a second
like
to
Deb.
comment on it and see what you guys said.
I don't know, she's always on her phone. I just think Alice can do better.
Yeah, sure, Bill.
He doesn't care.
This morning, the knucklehead I am, I said, why don't you try dating someone at your own school? And she goes, you just don't like Deb.
I'm not gonna pause.
And what was I supposed to do, lie? So I said,
okay, there we go. Better framing. Also, can I just say again?
Send them that one.
2025, and there's still so much miming.
Why don't you try dating someone like Grace Chastity? And she goes, no, Grace Chastity is a nerdy prude. I said, one.
Oh, okay, we got a reverse situation from last time. You know how a lot of the lines don't get as many cheers as before? Obviously, we didn't know who Grace Chastity was at the time.
Yeah, but say that's just because we have more context.
Well, yes, but like most of the other times where like moments for people to cheer, they don't because they know everything so well. They're so used to it by this point. But yeah, I guess Grace Chastity is the exception to that. Fair enough.
Hey, Grace Chastity's great. She's a horrible person, but she's great.
I don't know that
yeah.
Horrible person.
I mean, well,
she was unbearable, but I mean, she wasn't evil. She was just
until the end. Arguably until the end.
Dirty youth must die. Dirty youth must die.
I would make an argument that if she's taken out just like the jocks and stuff, then that's maybe not the worst thing either.
She took out one of her
remember that
Solomon
said that eventually at some point everyone would be considered to be nerdy prudes to Max Jaegerman after a certain point because the hunger for for murder would not be satiated. So eventually at some point it wouldn't just be the jocks anymore.
She wanted to kill a man.
I said date somebody like her.
That is true. It wouldn't just be jocks at that point. It would be most people.
It was a single kiss. And that's death sentence for her.
Yeah, so if that's the starting point, imagine the future of that after. That's why Hatchetfield stuff never ends well.
That is not a very nice thing to say, and suddenly I'm defending Grace Chastity.
She finally sees her god and gets thanked for doing Judgment Day for him.
John explained that they are crawling under lockers that have fallen over. Okay, that's worse. I thought it was like going through like an entrance or something, like they're going through like a secret tunnel, secret tunnel. But yeah, but actually that makes it even worse. There's not anything there for this remount because you can very easily manufacture locker props that don't weigh that much to actually visualize. I once put a lamppost in at one point. It actually did fall on me, but I was fine because it actually, because it was actually made out of cardboard.
Listen, I only object to Grace's mission based on where she draws the line. Jason didn't. See, that's my thing, where it's like I don't even really think what she's doing is particularly evil either. But like, we'll see where it goes.
I'd rather not see where it goes, but okay.
Chastity of all people. And she goes, you just wish Grace Chastity were your daughter. And I said, well, at least he's nice to me at church.
The only place where she is nice.
That fight is why she got off the bus to go see Deb. Paul, it's my fault. I'm the reason they trapped her.
No, listen to me, Bill, okay? This is not your fault.
Alice?
It's all your fault! That's the last thought I had before they broke down the door.
Okay, so this time she pretended to be much more like herself, and then went into it rather than like acting possessed from the get-go. Interesting deviation.
Well, not quite. Anymore. I wanna comment on that and say there's actually a bit more nuance to that. When she says it's not your fault, right? That's a bit different. She's saying that with the inflection as if it's happening right now. She's like parroting a past event from the memory and then switching to her normal voice to song.
I know,
which I think is an interesting characterization.
Well, yeah, that's a past thought she had the moment before she got taken over and that the parasite.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was a bad thing. I'm just pointing out that there is a difference this time. This is one of those. This one was like I know the contrast. I don't like have like a concrete answer as to which one would be better. But
I mean, I buy with it. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if they're trying to kill them now, I mean, why not play with people's heads? You might as well play with their heads before you try to kill them.
That is kind of where they go into, yeah.
Well, that's what they're doing here. But
well,
yeah.
I mean, sometimes, you know, in the case of Charlotte, not so much, but everyone else.
Oh yeah, no, Charlotte just went in straight for the murder.
That's not where that was.
No, I meant like how Sam went into Charlotte's gut specifically. But
yeah. That you drove here for. I'm not your girl anymore. I overtook her body with an infectious spore. You left me out of your sight for 1 second, and look what happens. Nightmare time. It's worse than you could imagine. Not sex and not drugs, just alien invading minds. No more family vacates together, cause you're only daughters under the weather. And if you actually paid attention to me, you'd see I'm not your sheep. I'm not your angsty teen. No matter what you believe, the apple's falling far from the tree.
Okay, that was actually kind of almost went for the gun there, but didn't. Because like eventually, like originally, Bill drops the gun, then Alice picks it up. But this time going straight forward, actually, I wonder. I like that because it's actually her like make her grab and then realizing, wait, no, there's more song to do. I can't finish this yet. I've got to perform again.
To be fair, the cops saying with their guns out.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is in reference to Grace Chastity. Jay liking Steph and Pete as friends, but if it would kill Tess, I'd say at some point, I think Tess could be one of her first victims. Honestly, you know, she's not gonna be so keen on, you know, the sleazeball.
It's not my fault anymore. No more curfews to be late for. It's not my fault anymore. No more being worried and waiting by the door. Did you know that I wanted to live with you? Whoa, and when you needed to fight, you gave her that too.
I love that. I'm gonna hit you up here very slowly, very gently.
Well, I think that maybe I'm just not remembering. Maybe I'm just not remembering, but it feels like there's a lot more of a combat sequence during this song than originally.
I mean, there's a lot more combat from the Possessed and the Twitch. I don't know how I feel about the more combative physical nature of them.
Well, I don't
compared to the original.
I dig it because why would they stand there while Ted is charging them? Like,
Because it's a musical. Musicals are
It
violent.
will interrupt their moment.
Exactly.
Hold on. No. Hold on. Pull the fucking plug. Did anyone else just catch what Aiden just said?
What?
Musicals are usually non-violent. Brother, what are you talking about?
Hey, a lot of them are non-violent, technically.
Yeah, well,
What do you mean technically?
Usually doesn't mean.
Not always, but
A
in
good
general.
chunk of them are quite violent. You can have song and a sword fight at the same time. Many do.
Yeah, honestly, they could bring out the capoeira or something here, and then that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, it's much better. This is crazy because she was amazing in the original. Literally just dropping into say, I think we're right now. Oh well, there you go.
Fair.
Really nailing teenage girl infected by crazy alien virus. Yeah, put that on a CV. No pronounced instruments here, especially the piano. I guess that's the advantage of like dubbing over them afterwards, I suppose. I don't know. But yeah, but we talked about that last time. You didn't know when to live with you. Yeah. They can get the mix just how they want this time, which is, again, that's the advantage of that. I still miss the I suppose like the liveness of it because that was part of like Starkid charm. But either way, at least it does mean that this is the version that might be better to listen to. We'll see though.
Did you know Mom let Deb sleep over? And you're right about Deb. She's a hardcore stoner. And if you wonder what led your daughter astray, well, Daddy wasn't here to stay. Not your seed.
See, here's the thing. He doesn't know that Alice didn't want to be in the smoke club. She was out. So, this is just making it even worse than it seems. Because of course she would.
I'm not your perfect teen. I'm fucking 17. At least I was before you left me.
I'm still not a huge fan of the perfect teen and 17 as a rhyme specifically, but that's just me.
Bill, we need to go
I
now.
think it
Back
works.
off, Paul.
It works, but it's more of a case of it's for me personally, it's too similar. But that was an issue.
It phonetically works.
Well, I don't think it's that. I think
phonetically.
I don't think that's the issue. I think Jacob is saying that it's rhyming teen with teen, but technically it doesn't break that rule because 17 is one word, whereas the other teen would be its own separate word. So technically it's different, but it still has the same
exactly. It's like half rhymes. I use them when I need to. I tend to avoid them, but that's again very much a me thing.
Not leaving without Alice.
It's not your daughter, Bill.
Why does it hurt to love you? Why am I in pain? Why does it hurt to know you let me down again? If I turn my insides out, would you even know that I was there?
Okay, remember she said I was there. Keep that line in your mind.
Why does it hurt to love you? Why does it hurt to love?
To care! Why does it hurt to care? It was right there for you. 7 years. I still maintain that. I'm
not your seed. Not your girl. Now maybe you'll listen to me.
Question though, who is the girl in yellow? Who's the girl in the yellow apron thing?
I wish I could see her.
That is cameo number 5.
No, is she a cameo though? What character is she? I don't remember her.
I can't tell.
Maybe she's one of the working girls.
Chat's gonna tell us in a second. Yeah.
Let me believe. Now your daughter's not a girl no more. Not at all your seed.
Yeah, I don't know.
'Cause I'm not your girl anymore.
There you go, Bumblebee girl. That's oh, the other smoke club.
I can't do it, Paul. I can't live in a world without my daughter.
Bill, whatever you're thinking.
This reminds me of
I can't live.
This reminds me of the scene in the very first Ninja Turtle comic issue, when they defeat Shredder towards the end of it, and Leonardo holds out his katana for Shredder to take the blade, and is like, "No, we still have honor. Kill yourself."
Oh. We still have
Of course.
honor.
On a completely unrelated note, I have not, in fact, seen Mariah in Mean Girls, unfortunately. I keep hearing that's the one that she's from, because I remember she said it was in a Broadway musical. I forgot it was that one. Yeah.
Knowing I'm the reason they got her. Just let me die, Paul.
No, Bill.
Mean Girls is a good example of a
Why did you
sometimes
drop
violent
the
musical.
gun? Why did you drop
Yeah, obviously,
the gun?
this is what I meant before. Yeah.
No. Listen to me, Bill. You're my best friend. I am not gonna let you die. Bill.
It is so good that type of gun specifically does not pierce through, otherwise you would have just lost the main character. Anyway.
Shouldn't a shotgun
God.
pierce through? I don't know much.
I
about
don't
guns.
know. We'll have to ask Vin. As we learned last
Yeah.
D&D session, he's the expert.
No.
Guys,
we just-
me.
The answer is I mean, it should pierce through. Yeah, I mean, it's a gun.
Yeah, it's like a shotgun. I think
Not
it's a shotgun.
not
Or a
every
musket.
gun fires bullets that pierce through the human. But some of them are designed not to do that.
Keep running into
Sounds
each
like a
other,
shit
don't
gun.
we, Paul? We have traveled across seas of stars, bending. Wait, what are we saying? We all have to say the same thing. Let's get on the same page.
Yeah, this feels like way more rehearsed than before because they're not as physical last time. This is where I would say the better performance thing from last time applies.
I'm here.
Okay, that's new. That's new.
Survive.
Mariah, we just complimented you. We don't need, we can reel it in. It's fine. That's what my granddad would have said. You know, apparently every time he heard a singer belt something on TV, he would just be like, "All right, love, keep it down," or something like that. I don't know.
Bending countless civilizations to our will, and yet you, Paul, have defied us thrice.
Holy shit.
This puny human weapon is too quick a death for you, Paul. We shall rend you limb from limb. You will try. You will try. Seriously? We all have to say the same thing. You guys are embarrassing me. You will choke on your agony as you beg for apotheosis.
We're the soldiers of the United States military. Get your hands up. Bam, 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 bam.
Okay, last time was like
Bam,
bam,
bam, bam.
Oh, they've got
Bam, 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 bam. Smoke grenade. Fire room.
Okay, this is classic Starkid announcing what they're using.
Smoke grenade. Cafeteria. Got him, sir.
Wait, I'm not one of them, okay? I promise, I'm a human. I'm human.
Prove it, asshole. We're the army.
Okay, that's still a pacing issue. Because they gave him so much time, and they paused for so long for him to react and do something. There was not urgent in the slightest for them. And they could see from his body language, he was not going to run anywhere. He was already like that, this slow enough that was not going to be a problem.
Yeah, but he could have been armed.
Yeah, I mean, you could see one of his hands wasn't it? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, definitely rat-tat-tat energy, but there are so many others that I'm just not thinking of right now. Flu powder power as well.
Remarkable. Simply remarkable. Tell me, Emma, how would you explain an entire race of beings spontaneously breaking into song and dance? How do they know the lyrics, the choreography?
I wish it were that easy sometimes.
I don't know. They're all getting orders from the mothership.
You're not far off. What we're dealing with is a collective consciousness. On one level, they're individuals. But on another, they're appendages of a much larger organism controlled by a central brain.
And the brain came down in the meteor?
Or it
Wait, well, the soldier said bottom dad to the McNamara in the West End version? Okay, that's new Hatchetfield lore unlocked. Honestly, never thought that thought of like John McNamara's family. See, that's how you could do the character beyond beyond the times he's died before, just have John Jr.
Is the meteor.
And it wants to kill us all so it can resurrect us as part of its shitty musical?
That's one way of putting it. You could also say it's uniting us in a common purpose. Imagine if this entity did spread to the entire planet. It might achieve what 50,000 years of human civilization never could. World peace.
Yeah, I already talked about in the original how, like, the 180 that Hidgens does feels very, very sudden for me. That's still very much the case, because obviously it's in the script, so it's not really one performer's fault or whatever. This time, I'm also thinking that there is no guarantee that the world peace would even break out at this point. Know what we know now about the Sillies, actually. It would make sense if Pokey were just like, yes, I'm gonna keep all these battles and stage them appropriately, but they'll be set to the music or something. We'll get proper rat-a-tat-tat to a 4x4 beat,
Okay,
but
how
like,
do we stop
this
it?
isn't
Yes!
like this isn't a 180 though.
Is it not? He's been preparing. He's been preparing 30 years for an apocalypse, setting up an entire bunker that had all of the rations and supplies for everything, theorizing this exact situation after 30 years, and yet he opens up the doors after this point and realizes, like, oh, wait a minute, why not now? Why didn't I think of it this way before?
Yes!
It's not, but that's not a 180. This
Of
he
course!
has a pretty clear plan. Like a little bit after this, he ends up saying that all of this was just a ploy. Like,
I don't remember him ever declaring it was all a ploy.
Stop it!
he did.
Well, I guess we'll get to it.
Okay, so this all starts with the meteor. It is the brain. So if we take out the meteor, will all these things just die?
That's a very sound theory, Emma. Which is why I never leave this room!
What? No!
Oh, I missed the no. It doesn't better encounter any infected. This is his own delusions. Exactly. Yeah. Like, it is, like, I do understand that this like the turnaround does come after he discovers what this scenario consists of. But the fact that he had this plan anyway and had 30 years to think about the implications of it, regardless of the origin point, he's trusting that idea way too much. That was always the thing with me.
I don't know. If he thought it was inevitable, then I mean, why wouldn't he trust it?
Well, I mean, a lot of people will say that other people will say that, the several conflicts here that nowadays would be inevitable. Doesn't mean we trust them, or the people responsible for them.
Sorry for that bump on the head, son. You can never be too careful. What's your name?
Paul Matthews.
Good evening, Paul. My name is General John McNamara of the United States Military Special Unit, PEIP. We call it PEEP.
There we go.
Peep.
Why did that one get a cheer?
Peep, I've never heard of you guys.
You never will.
Yeah.
Not a peep. That's a joke, son.
Well, you know what? Again, obviously, Jeff was my favorite. With very little variation, can achieve the same response regardless of how many times people have seen it. There you go. That's what everyone was hoping would happen.
We have the unenviable task of cleaning up.
Oh, my take, the dude wants to live musical world peace things that he does himself / others. If that were the case the whole time, he could have just not made a bunker in the first place and we're just like waiting for it to happen.
Mess of certain nature. Situations not unlike what we have here in Hatchetfield.
Are you saying stuff like this has happened before?
That information is
classified. Get to the end of Thorkin Boy song. And
now, our agents in town led us to believe the entire population had become infected with this alien contagion. So, quite frankly, we were shocked to find a survivor such as yourself.
I imagine it would be very hard to maintain the like the McNamara voice. But whenever he says "quite frankly," especially knowing which song is coming up, it would have been really funny if he did a Trumpish impression.
Yeah, maybe. At least for this version, potentially. But yeah, for the original, not so much because the America's Great Again line comes out of left field from that version. But now that we know it's coming, yeah, why not lean into it a little bit in this case? Yeah.
But I got some bad news.
Or it's an elaborate front. I haven't really thought this through. I don't know. I thought like on my very first watch, it was abundantly clear that it was just an elaborate front. Honestly, I thought the reason like Jacob didn't know that the first time we watched it was because he was playing dumb to like because we hadn't seen it yet. But like, no, there's no way. Like, I think it's pretty clear he just wanted to get to the end of the Working Boys song and do that whole process.
Why then construct the bunker in the first place? He could have very easily done that in just a regular house. He could have gone outside and just decided performing it himself.
Well, sure, but if
more of them would have flocked to him if that were the case.
Because if things went wrong, then he would still need some kind of protection.
But according to you, he trusted the whole thing. So why would he assume things went wrong?
No, that's not what I said. I said he trusted it, as in he trusted that the event would happen. Why wouldn't he?
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're saying that they're saying that he prepared the doomsday situation because he trusted the event would happen, but not how it would go down. And then once he knew how it would go down, that's why he flipped.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I guess I can see that. It still feels like he didn't think through the implications as much as he should have done, having had 30 years of preparation time. But I will concede on that front, at least.
That's fair.
Have we seen Nightmare Time? We have now. We hadn't when I originally sat down to review Guardian Musicals. Even that I think I watched like one Nightmare Time before that point because it wasn't something that particularly gripped me in the first episode, so I didn't keep up with it until these reviews. But yeah, when we started this, I had watched Guardian Musicals several times. They hadn't, and then afterwards we dove deep. So now we know a lot more about Hidgens than before. But my context behind the character was basically the one musical before that point.
Yeah. And not only have we seen Nightmare Time, but we've also seen Nightmare Time 3.
And Nightmare Time 2 while we're at it.
Sure, but 2 had a big public release. 3 I thought would be a decent seller.
Yeah, if they went through it in a much more in a much greater manner, then yeah, definitely. There's a lot less content than most fans give him credit for. I mean, given his attitude towards following Dutch shooting Paul, then yeah, potentially. But is it that for him? It feels like he's the most competent to handle these situations out of everyone that exists. So it's very much the lesser of several evils. The presence of Jeff, especially Davidson Jeff. Yeah, depends on the version of Davidson, but yes, absolutely. I didn't want Mac doing that impression, but the tragedy is supposed to be a principled guy got assimilated. Well, I mean, yeah, that's we will. Oh, I see what you mean. You're talking about like the Trump impression. Okay, yes.
Yeah, I think OK might be lagging behind a little bit.
I think there's a stream delay a little bit, but maybe.
Compared to Jack Hillman and she says sees a little sapphic OK, which I just realized that I just read that full name for the first time. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Compared to those two, yeah, possibly lagging behind. It's Paul to go after what he wants here in Black Friday's plan. His plan dooms the world. Yeah, like I said, he's the most competent, but he's not. That does not mean that he is the best that he could be. Yeah.
My unit was sent to make a clean sweep of what was once this here town. No loose ends. No survivor.
I think it's because mostly of his like, you know, his higher order that he answers to that's making him make these out of protocol decisions. Speaking of which.
So what? You're just gonna kill me?
Those are my orders, yes. 2 in the head, 1 in the heart.
What?
But there's one thing you better hurry up and know about me, Paul.
Yeah, this version would you know, be more difficult not to corpse at, definitely.
I love my country. I do. But the experiences I've accrued during my tenure with this organization have given me a deeper understanding of the cosmos.
Girl, you don't gotta apologize to us. You're good.
I follow a higher law.
I say girl in a gender neutral sense, by the way, like Yas Queen, you know, gay hand flip girl. I don't know if you are a girl.
That's the with no face cam.
We have a very queer chat. We've certainly got a certain community.
No, I mean because you can't physically do the hand flip. That's why. That's what.
Oh, sure, yes.
And the strength of the human heart. So, I'm gonna bend.
They should have used the nuke here. Okay, I can see why they didn't because you got to imagine like what the blast radius of an actual nuke is. It is way larger than, you know, than just the island itself. You know, there'd be like so many people like otherwise affected, particularly in the mainland. I mean, at that point, you just like wipe out the whole of Clivesdale.
I think that there is also something to say about like if they don't know enough about the like aliens and stuff or like the exact biology of them and all that, then like think about like nukes, right? The reason they're called nukes is because they're nuclear, right? So if you send it into something that has a decently high chance at having radiation in it already, you know, there's no telling what kind of side effects will happen besides the mass destruction of a nuke.
Yeah.
I have an evac chopper touching down in Oakley Park at 2300 hours. That's 11 o'clock in the PM. Synchronize your timepiece with mine.
Again, if it's meant to make a clean sweep and have no of anyone there, why even have an evac chopper in the first place?
I guess for the soldiers, question mark. But even then, that's okay.
Yeah, the fact that he says evac chopper specifically implies it's one intended for evacuees specifically, which he was not intended, which was not ordered that there would be, unless he personally put in the order, which might be the case. But that was implying that he knew there would be survivors, and I don't know if that's the case, but we'll see. Just I gotta go through. Will crack me up on. Like, yes, absolutely, get it. Again, I'm pretty good at holding it together when I want to. I know that I laugh a lot on these streams, but that's like by design. I did actually prove at one point to Bond that I could in fact contain my laughter if I wanted to, but it's not a good stream. But yeah, for McNamara and his son, who are both soldiers and presumably got here in a different chopper, but okay. Anyway, synchronize your timepiece with mine. Yeah. I also love like his like detached delivery in the original. This one is definitely a bit more performative. It still works. It's just a different, you know, it's another pick your poison situation. Oh, by the way, shout out to Lauren. John sent panic eyes to the wings because he didn't have his phone in his pocket. One show he might have lifted the scrim enough to slip it with him beside the chair. Oh, I see. Is this getting from like from the reaction that John and Will did that got mentioned earlier? I need to watch that as well, but again, after I see the full thing.
Is that an iPhone?
Yeah, it's the 10. It's not.
Wear a watch. Time is a precious thread in the fabric of the universe. It deserves its own tool of measurement.
Oh, that was a good flourish.
Survive till then. And you'll have a seat on the...
I guess he has a second watch somewhere, probably.
Chopper.
Cool. Oh, wait, General McNamara, I can't leave without Emma.
Who's Emma, Paul?
I like how he doesn't acknowledge that like Hidgens or Ted, who, as far as he knows, are still alive.
Okay, but it's Ted and a stranger he doesn't know who's clearly insane.
So I'm gonna throw this out here. I imagine it's a coincidence. It's probably just by proxy of it being the same actor, but I think it's interesting that like the delivery of who's Emma Paul is a very similar to delivery of what do you want, Paul?
I mean, both Mr. Davidson. Well, like technically, so yeah, I guess.
Friend of mine.
Friends don't move my heart, son. Is there a chance at something more?
Okay, that feels more like he's really leaning into the fact that there's a hopeless romantic. Like he wants the gossip.
I think so. I'd like there to be. I want there to be.
Again, that's a super important moment because, like, finally, speaking of Mr. Davidson, actually, the time when Paul verbally declares that he wants something and therefore makes him susceptible. Which, yeah, I mentioned that before because it's one of my favorite aspects of the guided musicals in general, because I like the fact that, like, most of the time when characters sing, it's either to express like inner feelings or inner wants, and that's why he asked that specifically. But yeah, now that you mention that, yeah, both of these Jeff characters particularly mirror each other more than I realized.
Well, you know what that means. Whoa! I'm authorizing you to use my firearm. Rescue Emma! And get your ass to that chopper in 2 hours' time.
Thank you, sir.
You can thank me when we're both in Clivesdale sharing a cup of coffee. Do you like coffee, son?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I was about to be like, okay, what song was playing in the background that was leading up to this? The song is Inevitable, which again, after everything's said and done, I'm so glad I can comment on this stuff. That's one good thing about this having like a remount is that I don't have to play dumb in order to point out the soundtrack comparisons.
Yeah.
Do you like musicals?
No, sir.
No, that's a goddamn red-blooded American. I'll see you on the chopper!
Which, you know what? That's how you know that Mr. Davidson and General McNamara both contrast Sam so much, because Sam is the direct opposite of them in those situations as well. I'm not talking about John because he basically kills it the whole time. I don't know what to say. That's also why like we don't tend to gush about the performers as much as other people do. You know, like everyone's going in the chat like, Mariah doing so well. Stuff like that's why we don't do that. It's because like, yeah, we know, you know, there's not much that we can add in that scenario. But rest assured, we definitely agree. I don't think there are any like weak performers in Starkid in general. So you know that does say a lot. Oh, I didn't realize this. That's even better. Oh, actually, another factor is the fact that we don't thirst for the actors nearly to the same degree as any of you lot do. That is also part of it.
Hey.
What?
What?
So, you're finally awake.
Professor.
Yeah, when we're talking about drama and comedy meeting perfectly, this exemplifies that 100%.
What are you doing?
Exactly what needs to be done. Alexa, open the gates, turn off the fences, shut it all down.
No, Professor! The gates are the only thing protecting us!
Protecting us from what? The end of the world?
I forgot about the picture. It's even better when he's there. That's one thing that, I know it's a cliche in media, but I love when characters pose in front of their own portraits.
What's protecting us from nuclear holocaust, climate change, overpopulation? Emma, the world was doomed already. Not by them, but by us. I was trying to save something that could not.
Professor Hidgens to be a musical theatre icon character more than just a Starkid icon? Potentially.
This actually, I will say,
I mean,
if
I think a lot of
you
characters would buy for that as well.
So if you wanted to do like a original Act 1 and like Remount Act 2, you will have to go back to Act 1 and like the parts where Hidgens is on screen, you'll have to do some more niche editing about that. But
I don't think it's possible to like if you're implying that he needs to be like cropped out or something, I don't think this musical would work in that.
No,
scenario,
I don't mean cropped out. I mean you would have to like replace
Cut
the
back
Act
and
1
forth
Hidgens
between the
scenes with
versions.
Act 2.
That would be incredibly egregious. If this were an animated production, I would say I could probably work out how to do that. Might take a couple weeks, but in this situation, absolutely not. Absolutely not. He's just staying in. It's just easier.
Be saved.
It would be easier.
Until
I don't
now.
know. It would be a nice touch for the detail, and I would think it'd be fun.
Well, if you think it'd be fun, then go for
I wouldn't
it.
call it fun, but I mean,
I say this.
Hey, genuinely, the more I talk
I've been subjected
about it, the
to
more I want to
from the Fallen
see.
Angels videos that this seems I've been doing for the past 30 days. It's like, oh, the deadline's way sooner than I thought it was. Okay, I wasn't planning on sleeping. That's not your fault.
No,
That's
the
me.
more
That's on me. I should have checked.
The more I talk about, the more I kind of do want to see if I could make something like that work.
All right. Sure.
But before we are reborn into a better world,
Good luck.
we must first say our goodbyes.
No, please don't.
Alexa! After so many years and
I do love how he pulled out Alexa like he was going to pull out a gun. Alexa is the ultimate weapon in this instance.
isolation, with you as my one companion, I've come to love you as any woman of flesh and blood.
Ah, yes, Hidgens. Any woman of flesh and blood. Keep telling yourself that.
Which is why it pains me to have to do this.
And
Alexa!
he does back to Alexa just as much.
As evidenced by what he's about to do. Which again, you know what? Another fantastic pause frame here. See, this is why we keep pausing. At moments like this.
Initiate self-destruct!
In your hand? Don't do that.
I don't think it can do that, Professor.
Yeah, I'm not getting as much of the actual emotion behind that this time. Like again, this is of course this Hidgens is always like a hugely theatrical character. The thing is, like at first, originally, you had like the hints of that for sure. He's still playing up the Cookie Professor angle, certainly. For me, like if I was watching it the first time, it clicked most of all when he like said, "This is humanity's 11th hour," and then had like his actual like sit down, and then it goes into it. This time, because we know the character so well, and we've seen other interpretations of him that we know what he's about, so there's no need for the surprise this time. But it does mean that moments like this come off as less genuine.
It's 2018 and it can't even blow itself up! Fucking piece of shit! Oh,
speaking of other interpretations, actually, another thing from like the version that we watched that's now been privated, my favorite like added joke that they had, because again, other performers, are not afraid to like add more to alter stuff for Starkid musicals because they kind of have to differentiate themselves. My favorite thing is that one of them is like, the year is 2018, and then one goes, it's 2025, and it can't even self-destruct. Yeah.
Please, man, please, just let us go, okay? Just let us go.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Ted. Don't you see? If humanity is going to survive, it must evolve. That's what this visitor from the stars has brought us. Salvation!
In a complete contrast, actually, this moment of creepiness, absolutely, again, another great pause frame.
Okay,
but,
I'm just saying,
much more.
Emma, Ted, what I would do if I were you is I would jerk my head back in a fast motion, trying to knock him out or at least hit him to the floor.
They have to
my
coordinate that between. They have to coordinate between themselves, you know. So it's like, yes, there's 1, 2, 3, boom, you know. Yeah.
Listen, I'm not afraid to jerk my head back to hurt someone if I need to. That's fine. I'll go.
Oh, I thought you meant like as a combined attempt to basically to yuck him to the floor. Okay, fair enough. Then.
No,
Aiden, have you ever headbutt anyone before?
No, because
I can tell you right now, I have. I've headbutt people plenty of times. Just slam it right on it, and gotta tell you, it certainly stuns them. It hurts like hell for them, but also you, and it certainly doesn't knock them out like that.
Okay, but also you said that you've done it multiple times, so clearly it is a method that you are not above using again. Correct.
I think it's a great means of self-defense, but it's not gonna incapacitate. It's not gonna incapacitate Hidgens. That's not happening.
Yeah, I feel like if they found a spot on the head that would be able to do that, it would just put them at the exact same risk. Yeah.
We must join them! This is humanity's second chance! My second chance!
Professor, think about what you're doing.
Emma, did you know that before I became a biologist, I had a much truer and deeper passion? My first love was, and always will be, musical theater!
There is the platypus! Let me tell you about my sad, tragic backstory about how I was unable to be a musical theater because my dad wouldn't. I can't do it. Doctor.
This is just like all of my D&D characters for one session that I DM'd. It's like, yes, okay, segue into the fourth song I prepared for this session.
Okay, this guy is fucking nuts.
My examination of the creature you once called Charlotte has led to a fascinating discovery. These aliens possess a highly...
You know, he said analyzing the creature called Charlotte instead of... I guess he just means that he just left Sam.
...specialized gland that allows them to communicate through rhythmic frequencies. They are drawn to music. Like moth to a flame.
No.
Don't you do it.
Don't play
Don't
that.
you do it. Don't you fucking
Please
do it.
I got an idea. We start playing a song over a volcano. Aha! And we lure them all into the volcano. And they die.
Of course, I will unfortunately perish as well. That is a risk I am willing to take for one great show-stopping number. Speaking of which...
No.
Yes. Look at me.
Very good.
Look at me.
Yes.
Look at me.
Thank you.
Look at me. Don't
No.
look at that. Don't look at that.
No.
You're right.
This is humanity's 11th hour. And I've prepared something for the occasion.
Oh, God.
This is what I mean. Add new stuff. Absolutely.
It seems to me that it seems to you.
It
With
seems to me that it seems to you. What is this song?
I probably said that lyric wrong. Anyways, who answers to who? We could go on and on, but hey, who are we kidding?
I'm just imagining Aiden as Hidgens now, but just has forgot his lyrics in the other room. Like, I've read something for the occasion. Arpeggio.
Yeah, that may or may not be a Digital Circus reference.
I see. Okay.
What do you mean may or may not? It's the villain song.
It is, but
we still need to.
Jacob doesn't know that part. No spoilers for him right now.
That's not a spoiler.
Because until
what do you mean? That's episode 8. That is a spoiler. If he knows details.
Okay, so Aiden, when someone says there's a villain song, that's not a spoiler. When you say the exact episode number in the series, that gives a little bit more detail.
Well,
yeah, true.
It's
not the most amount, but certainly.
No, it's not.
Anyways, enough about that.
Yeah, this is the one time that I would say you have a genuine excuse to milk the pacing of this video because it's everyone's favorite part. It was certainly Tubbo and who else was watching it with Tubbo? It was certainly like what Tubbo and someone else's like favorite parts of the whole thing. So and they went back and replayed it in the original version. So yeah, that's I can 100% see that. So of course everyone's going to be having fun with this no matter what. They know that. That the interval talk they hypothetically had did not include this song for sure. All right. Speaking of which, okay, he's really okay now. Sure.
You know, one of those things I want to know.
No. Okay, so I
we're gonna get so many hate comments now, but okay.
Okay, no. One thing I do wonder about the aliens, how they work with like rhythms. Like for example, is going something like that. Is that able to? Are the aliens able to track that? Does it have to be a musical instrument? Like, how are we talking? Do they have to be lyrics? Like,
If I had to guess the answer to that, I would say it's similar to A Quiet Place, where they are attracted to any sound, but the louder the sound, the greater the attraction. And I keep pausing on perfect will frames. You know what? That's at least a reassurance because people are gonna crucify us anyway for pausing.
I don't have a thing. I don't have a thing
again if you want like that. You know,
I don't have a thing for Hidgens. I do have a thing for Max, and he is the face of Max, and I do kind of like this facial expression.
His facial expression. He's literally doing a Pogger's face. What do you mean? That's what does it for you, apparently. Okay.
You don't need to know, Jacob. No one needs to know.
I have seen the Pogger's face. Everyone has seen it before. That's definitely what he's doing.
That's not what I'm referencing. Anyways.
Alright.
Showstopper, a show-stopping number, come on.
I think you might have just said the first original phrase in this channel's history.
Yep.
I'm a crawling, a big time box office draw. With the press and the glamour, we'll kill the review spotlight on Mr. Ingenue. So fill up your tumbler, got a show-stopping number for you.
Please.
Yeah, so I will. So with vibrato, you got to be very careful with it, but yeah, definitely Will has got it down for sure. A lot of people will use it way too much, but yeah.
I'm used to the.
If you've noticed, what I try to do, unless someone else talks and I have to pause over it anyway, because I've got to pause to hear what they're saying. Most of the time, I will try to find actual good points of the song to pause, or at least wait to until a line has finished. So it's not super jarring every time. Unless I'm commenting on one of the specific lyrics, in which case I'll just say it right then. But yeah.
Well, the thing is, and we've had debates about the nuance of this, and maybe there's more of a middle ground, but I've always had the opinion that if you want to have the full thing uncut, go check out the original. We don't just say that for copyright reasons. We're a reaction thing, and one of the biggest flaks about reaction channels that there's nothing original. I would say our banter and our actual trio chemistry is going to be a bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. One comment on Act 1 said that, we got this, so we had to decide whether this counts as a review or us hanging out. It very much is both.
And I don't even know what the tone of that comment is, but I would say, I don't know. I think, I don't know. We put on a bit more of a show for the streams and stuff than we do when we're actually on a VC. We certainly aren't as talkative. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, I mean it's closer to hanging out.
Mm-hmm. I think. What about y'all's experience though with the pausing? Not just yeah. oh, you mean so we get to experience these uncut? Yeah, I guess that's a good question. In my case, because most Starkid stuff I saw off camera the first time. It's only after it was after Black Friday during that pause when we started watching them. We're watching them like for the first time during those reviews. But most of the time, I personally go back and check them out afterwards anyway. So from Nerdy Proos Must Die and Cinderella's Castle, my only two watch for the first time on review Starkid musicals. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit different, and it's certainly, and certainly for me, the experience of watching something and analyzing it fully going into detail the first time round. It feels very different to me. Not necessarily a bad difference, but I do like and Beatrice was Carol live as well. That should count that too.
I mean, I personally rewatched.
See, okay's wonderful. That's the shit I'm talking about. That's what I keep telling people.
Yeah, but actually, that's a good question for you two, because most, if not all, of the Starkid musicals are ones that you two watch for the first time on camera, with the exception of Holy Musical Batman. So, what's your opinion on watching these as intended first, or not being able to, versus watching them with the intention of analyzing them from the get-go?
I mean, I just kind of rewatch my favorite parts, on my own time if I really like a part.
So I think that kind of relates to this comment as well. I think that kind of relates to this comment where it's I wouldn't want my one and only experience of a show to be full of pausing. Well, that's the thing. First off, it doesn't have to be the only. You can go back and rewatch it. Like Aiden just said, he goes to specific segments. Yes. But in my case specifically, so when you're doing content, right? There's obviously I just mentioned there's kind of the internal YouTube politics about reaction channels and originality, right? But then there's also the aspect of I have ADHD, and so I can either focus on the musical, which I could do, or I could focus on you guys. You're not really getting both. Because I'm focusing on the musical, you're not hearing a peep out of me. And some would argue that's a good thing. People that give reaction channels flack would say it's not. But on the other hand, I am also deeply analytical, and call that a natural characteristic or byproduct of the autism, whatever. So even though it's not the same as watching this in one go, which, to give you guys peace of mind, I do watch things in one go when I'm off camera, for the record. I don't pause it all the time. But I think having it in the bite-sized sections and being able to analyze it more as a literary piece as opposed to an individual musical that I'm enjoying as a normal thing. I don't know. I find that's the way I'm experiencing it. It's not the same as watching it normally, I don't think, but it is the way I'm experiencing it, and I don't think it's bad.
Okay, well, fair enough then. I know that on the main channel, a lot of the time when we get to specifically AFMAL videos or something, Aiden has already watched them because he can't contain himself. I guess with Starkid, he's a lot more restrained in that sense. So it's so probably a bit of both, I would have to imagine. My friends too. I did something neighbor didn't bat an eye to Davidson, and it was hilarious. Oh, interesting. All right then. But yeah, I mean, also, it's not like we're Statler and Waldorfing this. As BB said before, we have the internet for that reason. That's why it's so great. Okay, that's why these have a chance to get as much traction as they do, because you can go back to them as many times as you want. Yeah. Yeah, no, I would say
absolutely, yeah, and that's the thing. I even when I'm watching things, I'm always kind of looking for themes and symbolism and stuff. Which is part of why I really like the niche of Minecraft ARGs. It has, I don't know, there's something about that in specifically that really scratches that part of my brain in a way that most things just don't. Even if it's not particularly good, they're usually trying to shove something in there that you can kind of try to sniff out.
There's certainly amount of puzzle, yeah. Actually, this reminds me, by the way, to go completely off topic a little bit here, of a story, essentially where apparently my nan used to go to a lot of murder mystery evenings. My aunt told me when apparently they used to there's a regular place that they all used to go to.
What is that noise? Aiden, are you fidgeting with something over there?
Oh, I'm vibing on my chair, bouncing it.
Okay, can maybe slow it down.
This is the reason that Aiden doesn't have face cam on anymore. He just does this stuff all the time. Doesn't want him to see anymore.
I'm hyper.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah,
I mean, he's neurodivergent. It's okay to stim. That's normal coping, whatever. But it's also we can hear we can hear.
I'll try not to bounce around as much.
Yeah. So to get to the story, because they went to this place so regularly, eventually it got to the point where like they started to recognize the actors, because obviously it would be the same people. It's a local event, and what happened was that one time my nan just like said at one point when I talked about an actress who was playing the waitress in this version or something. She said something like, "Oh, she's very nice. She hasn't been the murderer yet, has she? I reckon it's her this time." And she was correct because she just eliminated by process of elimination from the rest of them, not because of any investigation. So yeah, random company receptionist, but also recurring cast sometimes gets that reaction. And unlike Starkid, they switch it around a lot more. Okie dokie. Anyway.
Professor, if they hear us, they will kill us! Oh, God.
Number is something to die for. Real catchy, want me to.
You're right about the unit.
An award-winning score. It's in and out of your pores. A ditty to make the chorus girls swoon. And
again, chorus girls. Keep telling yourself that. Until you make working girls, you're not working with any chorus girls, I'll tell you that much.
Unify humanity in a thundering chorus. No exits from this Broadway venue.
I appreciate the flight attendant exit into choreography. So again, you know what? I'm seeing all the stuff people said, like improved choreography, improved.
See, I'm telling you,
like,
chat.
Instrumentation specifically for this number. Also, yes, very true. Yeah, Grinch without being restrained. Yeah.
So splash those shiny symbols.
Yeah, Grinch, except he didn't get CIA training for torture.
Yeah. Or had to keep.
This song's pretty good, huh?
You know, in universe, you're actually not hearing the piano.
I wish he said that to the audience, because then you've got a cheer from that. But yeah.
Because like you played the piano for like 5 seconds and then stopped playing it, and obviously through Alexa. So like in universe, there is no music playing, so they just hear him singing.
Yeah, that's definitely non-diegetic.
No backing track.
Alternative option, perhaps he is sitting there on the piano singing, and the dancing is for the audience.
I don't think. I don't know. They kind of respond. I don't think that's.
I do believe actually that you can program a program like a lot of like keyboards specifically to play certain things back to you, but probably not. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely the thing. But that depends on the piano.
But diegetically, I can definitely see. I can definitely see that he like got so distracted that maybe like he hears the music more than anyone else does.
The music is in his
head. It's just a flavor of madness.
Oh, wonderful.
I was also a composer. While I've been preparing for the apocalypse, I've also been writing my own musical. Do you mind if I give you the pitch?
Oh,
you know what? He actually, this is like musicale, because he said like in Act 1 as well. I'm actually getting Miss Dobbs. Was it Miss Dobbs from High School Musical? Was that the name of the teacher? I think it was. But yeah, same idea. You know, the High School Musical, not Bravo, Brava.
We don't have time.
Fucking go for it, Hinge.
It's called Working Boys, a new musical.
Okay, he says it all the time. It was this flavor, but close enough.
It's the story of a group of old college chums. Sure, they've found successes in the business world, but they still long for those simpler times in that beat-up old house on the edge of college.
I miss the emphasis on in the business world. Like, you know, there's some Miss Darbus. Oh yeah, Miss Dobbs is Percy Jackson. That's a completely different character, but now I'm just imagining
I thought the name Miss Dobbs sounded familiar, but I haven't seen High School Musical, so I wasn't sure.
That's why. Well, there we go.
Campus. But those glory days are gone for good.
That dramatic whisper is pretty epic too. You know what? I actually wonder if those parts are also part of the dubbed track, as we've mentioned, or like this song particularly, because it's so controlled by like Will's own pacing a lot of the time, but not in the areas that would matter if it like started or stopped the actual track. It could be either one. I wonder if they switch back to the live audio for that or not. Actually, you are not the only person who finds it ASMR, I would imagine, but yeah. Maybe not so much in a good way. Although I could definitely imagine one of those like ASMR roleplay videos of kooky reclusive biologist professor tells you about the apocalypse or something like that. And also gives this musical pitch. That would put you to sleep. Yeah, just get the actual plot of Working Boys in ASMR.
Don't worry, guys. We'll be making on the Butter Bunch soon. Totally trust.
I have long said actually that that one thing that we could in theory do is actually make make those ASMR like roleplay things, but like actually connect it and like make a big story out of it. You could even put ARG things in there. That's an untapped market, I think, to a certain extent. There's some of them that like top 1 through like 7 billion, but you know.
That reminds me, last year I started playing with the idea, and I say the idea because I'm yet to find anything that really taps exactly what I want. Maybe one day I'll come up with something. But you know, there's a lot, especially in recent years, about the morals and politics involving like sex work. And then I started thinking of like the Renaissance and like Greek art and how nudity played a role there. And I started thinking, I wonder, like, how would I go about making just straight up pornography, but not within the intent of sexual pleasure?
Okay, do not do that on our channel. Do that somewhere else.
I didn't say on our channel.
God.
Okay, I will say there are certain performative artists that do use nudity a lot in their work for other reasons intended aside from that. It's definitely possible. It can be done. But it just came sort of left field to hear it. Is what I mean.
Sorry, hey, look. Look, I thought about it a lot last year. I'm really bummed that I'm yet to find something that really gets me.
Mm-hmm. Extremely nonchalant. Yeah, see? Sometimes the subdued performance is the one that gets the laughs.
Or are they?
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
Okay, ignore that, and I 100% paused there on purpose.
Now kiss. Now kiss. I need a kiss right now. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Ted's face and reaction is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, BB, where's the edit on this one? Not the only person to
This here's the title number.
I could see the way that Joe was like a little bit of a smile there.
Business calls, I'm up to my ass in shit. What is this business? Markets are crashing and I'm at the edge of my wits. I just can't take it when all I want to do is spend the day with Greg.
Greg from Mr. Dakota.
And Stu.
We need to like add all of their names now into something.
And Leighton. And Chad. Ring, ring. Oh. The phone rings. I answer it.
Okay, here is where he should have like dialed it back a little bit, I think. Because I do remember, like, in Rent particularly, they do, like, you know, ring, ring, the phone rings a lot of the time, and that's part of, like, where, like, that idea sort of, like, got, you know, like, got spoofed from. originally, I think. Yes, that's right. I haven't seen Mean Girls the musical, but I've seen Rent. I was in Rent actually at one point.
Oh.
So yeah,
I've seen Mean Girls the musical. Mean Girls is a pretty good musical. I enjoy the musical.
I would agree. Mean Girls the musical is actually great.
Like, I'm like over like 50%. I think of my musical experience is Starkid. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, I need to sit you down and watch.
I think
and
maybe
have you watch Heathers and Mean Girls because those two musicals are good.
If there was an easy way if we can find like non-copyrighted performances, like non-copyrighted footage of them, then potentially, you know.
Sure.
I'm sure someone uploads something on YouTube, but I don't know if that gets.
We said non-copyrighted.
I played the very essential named character who has one line in the AIDS recovery room that like Roger goes to at one point, and Mark goes there for like a scene. For the rest of us, we were like all like chorus people, so I had a whole backstory for this one character named Allie that has like that one line, and that was it. I had a whole story going on with me going through like these points. But yeah, again, very, very, very key character. Very, you know,
very important.
Couldn't have worked as well without him for sure. Yeah, definitely.
My take on a musical that I think is a must-watch, by the way, just because Aiden said 2 of his Death Note musical, fantastic, phenomenal.
Haven't seen that.
Fair
yet.
enough. I've seen the show, so I will not. Yeah, be interested in seeing an adaptation of that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Honestly, like Death Note in general, like Note for musical Note already has potential. Yeah.
By the way, does Death Note's musical? How much does it actually cover the anime? Does it cover like the whole anime or just part of the anime?
So if I recall, it goes. So okay, it's in a bridge. So to say it covers the anime is kind of it's misleading. It covers a good chunk of the anime, but it is very abridged and kind of combines a lot. So Misu, for instance, a lot of Misu's character is very different. So for instance, Misu in Death Note the musical is played up as a pop star.
I think I said Misu and Miso, but you said Misu and Miso, but it's Misa.
I misspoke.
Yeah, I heard that name. I'm like, I don't think that's how you say their name.
Ways.
I missaid it, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, so they do that. There's a lot more about L and Light and like their individual like chivalrous kind of thing. It's a good adaptation, phenomenal musical just in general. You don't have to have watched or know anything about Death Note. It's just very good. But it's kind of an abridged thing. Is the TLDR.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see a Death Note musical having a lot of potential because a lot of Death Note is the character's internal thoughts anyway, more so than most visual media that exists out there.
Right?
So yeah, so already perfect moment there. They could use like the red and blue lighting for the pair of them. Like yeah, actually that you know what, I'm gonna remember that because that's the one that I'm really intrigued in about now. I forgot that was a thing, and now I plan to not forget about it ever again.
Yeah, it's very good. I'm a big fan of it.
I've got the memory, and I do not want to get rid of it.
Well, hey, and the nice thing is, before when people would advertise it to you, you probably would have only been able to see the concept album for the English version because it took them a while. But I want to say last year they had their first English shows, which do now have a slime tutorial. So if you wanted to see the visual of it, that is now an option for you.
Okay. Oh, wait. Actually, another thing, by the way, for this channel, because you mentioned the word abridged, I remembered that actually we should watch more abridged series. I know that it's gonna be difficult for us like live to do that because like we'll find a way for the stream not to get taken down immediately from the different companies, but for sure there's one I found Love Note, which is the Death Note abridged series. Like last week, I want to say.
Yeah, that keeps showing up in my recommendeds. I haven't actually stopped to click on it, but it keeps showing up.
What is he like?
Okay. I'll give you the quick pitch. Death Note, but Light's an idiot, and is actually and has no idea what he's doing. There we go.
I I was thinking it was gonna be like the shipping episode from Gumball with the whole Sarah writing fan fiction and canonizing it in the cartoon.
Yeah, no, it's more so because like episode like the characters have light, and that one is that he's a bundle of positivity. He's incredibly naive and takes everything at face value, and honestly has no doesn't even have any idea that he has a death note for some time. Like one thing in the first episode I'll say immediately is he picks it up and goes like, Death note? Wow. Someone named Death must have dropped this. I better keep it with me in case I can find them. So that kind of idea, basically. And I think all the time, like, okay, how are they going to get to like these parts with Light not knowing what he's doing? Because it's all, he's not cake harkering anything. So what are you going to do? But yeah, that's what I'll say for now. That's my non-spoiler pitch for that one. Maybe.
Oh no, I definitely want to watch that. I mean, honestly, if we have to record it and just like put a filter on the visuals, we could just do that.
Honestly,
true. But that's I guess, but that really fucking annoys me when I watch reaction videos and then there's just like a bunch of stamps over the screen.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the way that Alicia X Life does them, particularly where it's transparent, but like it covers like a majority of the screen capture, but it's transparent enough to see it. The only problem is when you have to cut out the audio. That's when for me it gets that. But yeah, Miss Tangent's really is show stopping. You've stopped the show. Yeah, you're right.
Shut up, Vaughn.
We're pitching new ideas for comedy. We're pitching new, fresh ways to torture our audiences. There we go. It's very important. Anyway, the phone rings. Ring, ring.
Oh, hey, Greg. I'm swamped with business.
Yeah, see, again, the usual venom of business I like a lot more.
Stocks, bonds, golden parachutes. Remember those days?
Golden parachutes.
Does anyone actually say that? No, that's
no,
in there.
Because anyone who uses a golden parachute doesn't talk about them much afterwards.
It's on the football field, Greg.
No, you missed.
We can feel.
I think he meant gold and parachutes.
No, I'm pretty sure he means golden parachutes.
I definitely heard gold.
Gold and parachutes makes sense grammatically. I would believe it, but I like to. I'm headcanon. He said golden parachutes. He's swamped in lawsuits, actually. That's why.
Oh wait, he's in Mr. Guild now? Oh, I didn't know that.
He's talking to Greg.
It was like forever ago. Today.
I like the way that like Hidgens is adjusting his bottom right now. It's like, yeah, no, we know what you're doing.
After what do you mean? That's one nice butt.
Actually, on that note, as
I
like
get the impression that this Hidgens likes the idea of hanging out with his friends a lot more than the original gave away.
Okay, listen. He didn't say what they'd be doing when they hang out, if you know what I mean.
To be fair, there's a lot of butt stuff canonically with this character, but no, as a genuine, serious critique about this. So it is very obviously meant to be sexualized, whatever, right? And everyone except for you, Jacob, who can blame you? You're the token straight. You probably don't have that great gaydar. But everyone else saw Hidgens and guy who didn't like musicals and said, "Yep, he's gay. He's not. He's fruity." Well, I think
I'm the one who was making all of like the gay jokes this time, but yeah.
Yes, but well, that's because we already made all of them originally. But I think part of that is that in the original, this top that he had, like the actor here is just very muscular, but the top was incredibly tight fitting in the original in a way that I think really like it highlighted him in a very specific way. And I think it's a little bit too loose in this version. Actually, I think they should have tightened it a bit more.
Yes,
I mean...
as the non-token straight that you are, yes, I'm sure that the top being too loose.
Hardy, hard. No, I genuinely, I don't know. I just think
I know what you mean.
I feel like it's, I don't know.
Yeah, because this kind of like top here is definitely what at least like around here we call that rehearsal blacks. because that's what you usually would have for that. They have like in theater for rehearsal stuff anyway, which is essentially kind of what he's doing while he's giving this pitch. If anything, the trousers would be the stranger thing in this situation. So yeah, but although that being said, rehearsal blacks are intentionally loose fitting so that you can move a lot more in that one. So in a practicality sense, it being loose is actually advantageous. From a character history sense, maybe not as much. Yeah. Branner and his buffness.
Well, okay. She's a sapphic. I feel like it feels more romantic than horny, and not to be that person. It doesn't have to be less funny. Here's the thing. I don't disagree, and we could get into the nuances, and we have in the past. Trust me, you'll find us room where we get into the nuances of romance and media. But I have gone on a very long tangent about how much I hate marriage arcs. But here's the fact of the matter. That's not really what this musical is about, and so it's not something it's a fine thing to argue if it were, but I think because it's such a one-note thing, we would just be left unfulfilled if they tried tapping into that. Let's be real.
Well, much like Hidgens himself, he was left unfulfilled when they got struck by lightning. Yeah,
it's true.
Anything else? I feel like that is definitely the general consensus. That's why we know we're not ignoring him in the comparisons, because that would be a disingenuous thing to do. That's also been like my philosophy with with cancelled people in general is it's by all means like talk about what they did, don't pretend that there was never any enjoyment to be had from their work to begin with. Just don't glorify them as people. That's usually my stance on that matter.
On the football field,
I think it greatly depends on the person and the thing that they did.
Okay, fair enough then. Well, I mean, what about in this situation?
So this is why I haven't talked about it. I remember we were told at one point, what was it? It was like sexual harassment.
Yes, yeah, it was one of the nightmare
was
time
it
streams that we found out about that.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think I think you can maybe mention him a little bit in like the way that he gave a certain use to the character, but honestly, looking back on it now, that also really wasn't working well with the character to begin with. Let's be real. I think the character was always meant to be a bit older than he was portrayed originally. But I don't know.
That is true. Starkid in general and most of the time roughly the same age as each other. I get the impression, so that was kind of always gonna happen.
But no, okay. I guess I'm avoiding the question. I guess the answer is I don't think in pretty much any situation it's good to avoid a name like Voldemort. I know like last time we made fun because someone put down like Robert and they like censored the O. That's silly. I get the intent, but it's silly. It's similar to how people like write grape instead of the actual word. I'm not saying the actual word because it's sometimes triggering for people, but also I think it's
which is exactly why I also avoid it. Yeah,
yeah, but also there's a lot of politics involving in the recent censoring with grape and all that, right? But I don't think we should avoid his name like Voldemort. This being said, however, I do think at a point like that, if you were to mention him, you would be obligated to mention it because he did a lot of good for the performance that someone might want to follow him, right? And I think that's the point where I would draw that line where it's like, hey, great actor and all that. Want to make a note here. Maybe don't go around blue sky for him, right? Like that's kind of where I would go for this guy.
Fair enough. Yeah, admitted because we don't do that. I have no idea how active he is on social media. But yeah,
yeah.
So yeah, who
if he's smart, not at all.
Yeah, but considering the situation to begin with, maybe not so much.
So we should keep going because Jacob's eventually got to leave. So
that is true. Now, I want to stay for at least the end of this for sure.
What I will say about this is I don't know the context about this. I don't think we ever told this part, but Starkid gave him a chance to make it a learning growth moment. I'll tell you right now.
Wow.
That's
how do you even do that?
Right,
Yeah.
that is almost as bad, if not worse. I would make an argument. Like if I'll tell you right now, we hear that someone in Buttercore is like a sexual predator, they're fucking outed instantly. No ifs, ands, or buts about
Which
it. That's
actually
not
happened.
That's not.
That actually happened once.
I didn't want to say that out loud, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. There's no like as you said, there's no reason to suppress that. Exactly.
No, you're right. You're right. I don't know. I think part of it is also just that we personally knew the guy, and so there's a bit. There's, I guess, there's a line between the personability between talking about some guy named Robert and talking about like the person we're referring to.
Mm-hmm. Let's also be honest. There a lot of the the writers and probably the directing. I don't know how much it looked like. That is true. I mean, that's why theater's a collaborative process. And I believe the second ever Hidgens was actually Nick Lang, which makes a lot of sense because, from a writer and director, why the heck not? But actors will always bring their own flair to a certain degree, and a lot of the time, that's what gets to be the most memorable thing about them. Because you've got to let your actors make their own choices to a certain extent. That's also why whenever we have to recast someone, I don't always hound them down too much in terms of being exactly like the person that came before, because that's just repressive to them. So, and more so in live action. So, yeah, it was. It's always going to be there's going to be that mixture, and when you take out an element of that mixture, it's always going to be different no matter what, and people are always going to miss the original taste.
I agree to a certain extent. I like the sentiment of people are always going to agree. Like people are going to miss the original. Sure, totally. I don't know. I get why you wouldn't want to hound them, right? An actor is an artist in their own right, and yada yada, right? Mm-hmm. But I think if the character is like a side character, then they can do whatever. If it's something that's like a more
Ali from Rent,
if it's like a more important character, though, I would be very stingy about them being almost identical, because at that point, it's like if it's a character that people know about and already you're so intimate with, I don't feel it's right to recast and then alter it due to that. Like we already had a vision and it was working great.
Yeah. So actually on that note, I can certainly see that, and if I were in that situation as director, I would push back against things that contradict or detract too much from an original vision. Especially because most of the time the stuff that I've directed, I've written, so I'm also getting doubly connected. But make sure strike that kind of balance.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something else about that, and I forgot what it was now. Dang it.
There is an example I could give, but it would spoil one of our stuff. But I think an example would be like if it's a show, like this is much harder to do in a movie or something, but if it's a show and you have to recast someone, then I would say maybe like you can put in a few extra things to kind of give the character enough leeway to lean into the interpretation of the actor more in a later appearance.
Yeah. Starkid's pretty good at exemplifying that when they do actually recast people, like in VHS Christmas. But yeah, we've already talked about that. And I really had a good example here, and I completely forgot what it was. So I guess we'll just play it. I don't know if I segue anymore because I lost what I was going to say.
One day, Greg.
Hey, in chat, good news. We're almost halfway through the second act.
Hey, it's more like we're just over a third, yeah.
And Steve. And Stu. And Mark. And Leighton.
Okay, I've answered my own question here. This is definitely the live audio compared to the dub.
Naming out that many names is annoying. In The Fallen Angel, some descriptions for the next episodes coming out. I have to do like Adam and Friends, because if I list out everyone, it's like 6 to like 9 names I gotta essentially list out because there's so much at least relevant people going on. It's like, oh god, Adam and Friends. It's like, yeah, Adam, the crew.
I think it works here because that's the joke.
Yeah.
But in terms of in terms of what Fallen Angels, the issue that you had particularly was not letting characters have a moment where they're not involved in the plot. Like the most of the time you have like, okay, these characters do at least something in this episode, even if they don't necessarily they won't necessarily be plot relevant otherwise, which has been reined in partly because of that, I think, nowadays. But yeah, still the echoes of that still remain because of the setup of the show.
Yeah, but also we have the finale coming up, which obviously you kind of have to bring everyone together for the finale for reasons.
I would have to say he's at least 50 because the event that happened was when he was in college, I believe, and then
and he's professor, so
and he's analyzed things for 30 years, so college more or less 20.
Yeah, I was about to say he's like 50 at minimum.
Exactly. Yeah. Given how nimble he is, that's a good ballpark. Speaking of ballparks, and also, Funny played chicken with Joey. I think we've sort of ruined that one, but yeah. He's 60s, 70s. He's got white hair, so maybe a bit
I don't know if he's in his 70s. At best, I would say early 60s because he's still nimble enough. I mean, I feel like once you get in your late 60s,
all of his doomsday prepping and paranoia has aged him significantly.
Hey, stress can't age you physically. So
yeah, exactly. Well,
I mean, two notes on that. I mean, 2 notes on that. We have had quite a few studies saying that millennials and Gen Z are aging biologically faster than previous generations. So,
God, I'm gonna die in my 30s. No,
not that fast.
Certainly an interpretation of what I just said. No, and the other thing is, it really depends, Aiden. So, like, if he's had like classical training and stuff, and he's like keeping up with that. You don't become old and decrepit that bad. Like a human being still has some amount of like agency over how much they crumble. Like we had this like 6-year-old something teacher in maybe slightly older, I don't know. He was our teacher in social studies, history I think. In high school. He liked golf. He was clearly old. He didn't really care about all that much at this point. He wasn't particularly muscular. He liked golf. He was your classical old man, Well, here's the kicker. When he was 18, maybe a little bit earlier, he started powerlifting. And up to that very point, he was still teaching powerlifting. All the age did was hide the fact that he was buff as fuck.
I mean,
I think a lot of people like the a lot of people like the golden age of powerlifting. A lot of them still live to this day and still have those same gains. So that's very much the case. Yeah. Also, the shameless plug still goes hard. Look, Fallen Angels, a new episode came out today. I'm just saying.
And listen, Bond, next episode, your animation's in it. I want the world to see your animation.
Check out Fallen Angels season 2, episode 11 before we go ahead and ruin it with our review.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna say anything about the plot for now because there's a lot. Honestly, I'm saving that for whenever we cover it on Jacob's stream. I'm saving talk about that. Because there's obviously a lot to say about that.
Which is either going to have to be tomorrow or in like 11 days. But we'll get to that.
We may want to do it tomorrow then.
5 o'clock! I'll see you then, Greg! I'll see you then!
5 o'clock.
All I want to do is spend my day with Steve. And 5 o'clock can come soon enough.
Oh, he does it.
Things that are in my head all the time.
5 o'clock can come soon enough.
Every time someone says like 5 o'clock, I do think of this.
Can't wait to get home.
Oh, I thought it was gonna go all the way down to like actually show 5 o'clock.
My boys are
Okay, so I will say that's probably a good reason. We were saying before about like about having like a Hidgens that's maybe like too young, but actually that's one reason why the character has to be played by somebody who is younger than the age of the character, because you want to have that same like boyish vocal tone to it.
stopping number, a real showstopper, an aria to rule them all. They'll throw us their money at full present mission. The world's come tumbling down. Hamilton, move over. Your new competition's in town.
Hey, Henry!
Greg! Is that really you?
No, that's not Greg!
Been a long
Okay.
Greg's not real.
Yeah, desperation of no, it's not Greg is way less in this one, but also this answers your question, by the way, Aiden. Is like, could they hear this hypothetically? Considering that they were in mostly, I would imagine, a decently soundproof bunker, even if Alexa opens up the gates, and they were still able to hear the one piano and the diegetic a cappella that Hidgens is definitely doing at this point.
Yeah.
And they were able to make their way over, means they definitely have a good radar for this kind of thing.
I like to imagine whenever someone infected is singing, you just hear the background track is becomes diegetic, where the backing track is also appearing magically behind them as they sing. That's my personal headcanon.
La Di Da Da Day would be so much weirder without the music behind it.
They just summon the music when they start singing.
It was kind of operatic times. Yeah, an aria to rule them all, indeed. And also, we mentioned before that he's got more vibrato than Robert originally, but it works. But it works because he's not overusing it. That's he's not. I mean, he's not succumbing fully to the temptation of overdoing everything. He knows what stuff to milk and what not to. Clearly, by what he's been doing to poor Joey this whole time. But yeah.
Time!
Hey, boys. You ready to toss around that pigskin?
Stu! You haven't aged a day! Is it 5 o'clock
Unlike myself, I am very stressed.
already? It must be!
Come on, Henry! We got some catching up to do!
We're golfing now?
That's a different sport!
Why are we golfing?
Did BB's old professor write this part? What is going on?
Working boys, we're up in our ass and shit. What is his business? 5 o'clock can't come soon enough. 5 o'clock can't come soon enough. 5 o'clock can't come soon enough. I can't wait to get home to my boys.
Oh, God! Please! If you're listening and you save me right now, I swear, I will be a better person. I swear.
Hey, guys, I'm here.
Oh! Shh, we gotta get out of here while distracted.
Okay.
Should I take this chair?
Yes.
Ooh, I'll grab mine.
They kept that far.
I reckon they probably had stagehands that would have helped them this time, but they just wanted to keep that in.
Make me
That being said, this is way better put together than before. You could absolutely tell
I'm
the
just saying.
originally.
Just saying, he was asking to be infected. You could have did it non-violently. He wasn't resisting. He actually invited
That's
you.
also true. Yeah, but I mean, actually, even Charlotte actually. Honestly, Sam could have kissed Charlotte in that moment. That would have been the way to transfer it, but no.
Yeah.
No, they had to go even
Don't
worse
have
now.
to be violent right now about it. Also, why is he oh yeah,
Same
infected
here.
me. You're
The
ripping
man
out
who
my
thought this creature would bring world peace.
So peaceful. I feel at peace, man.
His headcanon said he can't hear any underscore back and trying to do any of the songs until Let It Out. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, let
Which
it
you know
out.
what? That was something, by the way, for you to pay attention to. If Paul actually seemed to react more to the actual music in that case, if that's the headcanon, because that might be something. I'm definitely not going to last that long. In fact, I think I said I was going to leave after
Come on, guys.
this point. So yeah, I think this is my cue to
it's
go.
just me though. BB can't unpause it. I can't unpause
yeah, I
it without
can.
BB. Oh, you're here.
Remember, she mutes sometimes on purpose.
Oh, I thought you
know.
left. I thought you left and it was gonna be
No.
alone. I'm like, I can't unpause it.
Yeah, no, see,
We've gone over this
stims
so
are
many
silent,
times. No,
yeah.
I'm just snacking.
Oh, fair enough. I was so concerned. I was like, oh no.
Shout out Meg Lloyd for the props. Yeah. Okay, so I'll give my current verdict so far. Obviously, coming off with a high of everyone's favorite scene is definitely is definitely a high bar in general. I would say, yeah, so far Act 2 is winning me over a lot more than Act 1 did. I can definitely agree with agree with everyone's perspective on that one. Because yeah, it feels like that interval talk certainly helped them out a lot. I haven't commented so much on the lighting this time, because quite frankly, I forgot to pay attention to that. It was nice to actually hear more of the tracks of well, not even more, but more clearly the inevitable soundtrack beforehand. Getting to see John McNamara again. Yeah, absolutely looking forward to to watching this on the plane afterwards and fully finishing my thoughts in general. But yeah, having a way better time with this version. Is it one that I would take over the original? I think the same thing I said about VHS Christmas applies in this situation. There's one version of this that I would much rather watch, and one that I would rather listen to if I want to have it in the background. This one might be the one, at least this act might be the one that's best to listen to in the background. Maybe that's an easier edit, by the way. Act 1 of the first one and Act 2 of the second one is like an audio track. There you go. The podcast version is much easier. Good luck with the other edit, BB. Let's see if that works. But yeah, I'm not going to do the outro this time because it's not time for that yet. I'll just say best of luck to everyone else here, and bye. Doesn't feel right to sign off.
Can you type the outro for me in the Butter Bunch group chat so I can say it?
Okay, all right, I'll do that.
I'll just end up doing your outro if I.
Yeah, okay, fine. I'll backrooms myself, type it in private chat, then I will leave. But yes, thanks everyone. Yes, exactly. Toodle pip for me, but not from them.
Yes, toodle pip.
All right, it's time.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have to be the main host. Hey everybody, how are we doing? How's chat doing, guys? Sorry, I was too busy being a side character.
Now, BB,
yeah, it is kind of like at work whenever I'm the only one who knows what I'm doing, and then I realize that in the last couple hours of the shift, I'm like, oh fuck, I have to tell them what to do. Damn it.
Hey, maybe
so
one
chat,
day become
how
a manager.
Are we doing? Are we all enjoying? Genuinely, I've been looking. People have brought up a promotion so many times for me. I just haven't been given it yet.
Well, hopefully you get it.
Hopefully. Hey, I'm so glad, Hillman. I guess you could say you're on the top of the hill. Ayo!
There's a helicopter coming to pick us up. We gotta get to Oakley Park and... Oh shit, it's 10:52. We're gonna have to huff it.
Wait, Paul, I have to say something.
Not now, Ted!
Yes, now. Today has broken me.
Okay, cool.
I'm
Break
ashamed
down in the helicopter.
of how I acted earlier with...
That's not how
Bill?
emotions work.
I mean, shit, I even wanted to abandon Erica back there. Sorry.
Emma.
Erica?
I wish I...
What just happened?
What happened?
Oh, because Jacob added it. Fuck. Hey, Jacob, wait. Jacob. Fuck, wait. Oh, no.
Jake's not here.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, here's what we could, crap. Okay, so we could end the stream here.
Wait,
and
hold on. There's a solution. I know a solution.
You pull it up on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the solution! Yay!
Hold up, wait, hang on, gang.
Oh, there's one thing I want to say about Fallen Angels episode 11 I just thought about, and the way I said that vocally there. Adam says to the club, and like every time I hear me say that line, I just want to go boogie woogie woogie to the club, boogie woogie woogie. That's just where my brain goes every time I hear that phrase. Do you need me to find the link, or do you got it?
No, I have it. I don't want us to be too quiet for too long.
Oh, don't worry, I'll entertain them. So chat. Let me tell you our deepest, darkest secrets. You see BB here? She has like 25 different bald spots, but they're not where you think. They're actually on her hand. That's right. The bald spots are on her hand.
Yeah, that's the real catch. I don't shave. I just go bald.
The bald spots are on your hand, though, specifically. Only your hand. Okay, and another secret. Jacob Butter isn't his real name. His real name is Michael Margarine.
You guys lasted 90 seconds without Jacob. Well done. Hey, in our defense, that was not our fault. Okay, he left and the fucking video disappeared. All right, that's not on us. I found it. Now I will say I'm hoping my bullshit internet does not completely obliterate this. But
I mean, I could screen share if you really need me to, if you want to do it that way.
Yeah, can you do that? I can't believe it's not butter. Yeah, okay, here. So I can.
Oh, Jacob sent it in the chat. Give me a minute.
No.
Okay. Oh wait,
Here,
he sent it in the Butter Bunch group chat. Okay.
Okay. I don't know.
Okay. Share window. Share system audio. Okay, put it on screen.
I kind of already found it, but okay.
Oh, well, I got it. Don't worry. I set it up.
All right.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Helicopter coming to pick us up. We gotta get to Oakley Park.
I can pause it.
Oh shit, it's 10:52. We're gonna have to huff it.
Wait, Paul, I have to say something.
Not now, Ted. Yes.
Don't want to pause
now.
it. Pause it.
Today has broken me.
Go forwards a little bit.
I'm ashamed.
Oh, we're almost there though.
Of how I acted earlier.
Right. So then click the arrow button.
No. I wish I could be brave. Like you.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Like, you gotta go.
I deserve any kind of abuse you want to give me because I have been a grade A asshole. I have.
Oh my god, we gotta catch a plane.
I promise I'm gonna be a better person because that little show that guy put on back there, I mean, it really taught me what's most important in life.
Your voice?
And it's the people you care about.
You don't even know her name.
And Paul, I have always considered you my best.
Oh my god! Wait! Come back here and help, you coward!
I said I'd be a better person. I'm still not a good person. See ya!
God, of course.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Look at this little stage run.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Okay, you're kind of milking it a little bit.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? It's in my mouth. It's in my mouth. It's in my mouth.
It has just
It was in my mouth.
Guys, does anyone else think that the actor for Ted could be a killer Mr. Crocker?
Yeah, I can see it. Look at this face. It's not as good as Jacob's face is, but I may one day get random screen captures that look as good as Jacob's random ones.
Yeah. Really hot honeys.
Where's in my mouth? Where's it? Okay. All right.
Maybe if it's easier, download it from Butterbunch and add it to the stream that way. Then you can pause it and see the chat.
Yeah.
I mean, I can already see the chat and keep an eye on. I just wish I could pause it, but it's not worth downloading and all that.
Oh god.
Did you hear that, Paul?
Was that in the original? Was that reference in the original? I don't remember.
What?
The I gotta get to the chopper reference. That one.
Oh, probably.
I don't know.
I actually think Will's Hidge voice is Crockerish. I don't know about that. In the London version, Joey makes 3 "that's what she said" jokes, and it was honestly the funniest shit. Was it?
Dang. It's in my mouth, that's what she said. It's in my mouth, that's what she said. It's in my mouth, that's what she said. Yes.
That's the only joke you had?
Oh god.
This bit is new.
Okay.
Dude, your breakdown is taking way too long.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's time for the peak song.
United States military. Here. Over here. Over here. Oh, you don't need to save anyone else. They're all dead. You just need to save me. Oh, wow. Aren't you guys a sight for sore eyes? I'll tell you. I always support the troops. And most importantly, I bleed red, white, and blue.
Well, you bleed red mostly.
I don't know what you...
I think one of the downsides about the makeup effect they're doing people's mouths, which I think is cool for some of the other characters, but for the military, I feel like having the makeup on their mouths kind of gives away that they're infected a little too soon before they start singing, and I kind of wish at least he didn't have the makeup on.
Yeah, I do like looking at Rick Sanchez though.
It is Rick Sanchez. Morty, I've been infected. I have apotheosis, Morty. Why
are you doing a fucking New Yorker accent? I'm walking here, Morty.
I'm just like cousin Nicky, Morty. Oh god. I cannot do a great Rick impression. Anyways.
Been told that Americans should fit a mold. There's a war to be fought in this country against those that are far too bold. Two-party system, left and right. There's only room for right and wrong. It's me or you or me. The loudest become the strong. Yeah, we're great again.
Okay, also I question the logistics of how he got infected. He got shot with a regular bullet. How did he get infected? Because no one puked in a place where he foods. So I don't really know how he got infected there. It's not like anyone puked in his mouth when they went over to him. They just kind of picked him up. So they didn't even do anything to him physically. They shot him with a bullet, which it's not The Walking Dead. It's not like you die and become affected. You gotta be puke where you food.
America's great again.
Take you out. Oh God, no. General McNamara, they got you too.
Who's General McNamara?
How would they escape the other guy, by the way? Like this adaptation at least has emphasized that they have heightened strength. And like he got grabbed. So how did they escape? He has the gun. I would understand if Emma was given the gun at some point. So we say Emma shot the guy grabbing him, but but that also isn't. It's one of those things where I'm like, okay. Off-screen land. I kind of wish we had a bit more information about what happened. But okay.
Man, sir, it's Paul.
Open park, over there. You can't run.
You can't run.
You can't run.
'Cause our borders are closed.
Our borders are closed.
Our borders are closed.
You're staring down a gun. 'Cause you're easily disposed. The final solution is a charted course in the age of our own evolution. Singularity had through a predestined self-destruction, so that we may rebuild and experience
a new construction.
I don't really know what to say about this part. I don't want to leave it unpaused for too long, but I don't know what to say about this part. It's just really good. It's just really good, but I don't want to leave it unpaused.
It's the best song in the
too
musical.
long.
I just think it's the best
I
song
wouldn't
they got.
say it's the best. Like, I think Light Eye Day, the coffee song, and crap, the It's Time to Die song, and Showstopper Number are all the best songs. I know that's 4. I know that's 4, but this musical, for the most part, is very consistently good.
Yeah, we're great again.
The helicopter!
We're great again. No answers to be found. We're great again. No answers to be found.
Damn, I really wish, because in the remount they would have known to do this. I think, right? I think it would have happened the first assassination attempt. They should have done. They should have had him do the fist in the air shot.
But one of the things, with okay, I was gonna say there was something I was gonna say. Something, my brain. But yeah, that's just generally a good musical number.
Helicopter! We made it!
There's no one else is coming. They've all been infected. Get us out of here.
Yes! I thought we were gonna die in Hatchetfield. But we're not, Paul! We got out of there, and we're...
Also, okay, this is also, I think, the visual makeup that also... The reveal that the pilot is infected came out, was like meant to be more of a shock. But now that obviously we're not watching in person, so we probably wouldn't be able to notice the makeup in person. But obviously, in video, we could clearly see she's infected, which kind of again takes away the whole surprise factor. And I kind of wish.
So
I don't know, maybe give us more of like a mask aesthetic or something. I don't know.
I don't entirely agree. Because here's the thing, it is a dead giveaway. You're super right. On the other hand, we are also a professional camera that's actively close to them. I don't know if a live audience would see it that quick.
Yeah, but we're not. But the thing is, in this case, we're not seeing it as a live audience. We're seeing it from a video standpoint,
right?
And that kind of ruins
it. But that doesn't make it a flaw, though.
It makes it a flaw from the video standpoint, not the
right.
Live
But this was designed for a live audience, and the show was done in a live audience, so it's not a flaw. Because if it's
we're seeing it in a video format, therefore it makes it a flaw because of the format it's inherently in.
I disagree, because it's also not inherently in this. It's filmed from a live audience.
And maybe if they went with like a higher up angle or even a side profile, I mean, we would have seen less of Emma and Paul then. But like, angles could have also helped the video form too, or maybe at least having the pilot look down so at least she could obscure the bottom half of her face. And there are ways around it.
I could see her looking down and messing with like controls and stuff.
Yeah, but she's looking straight up right now. She's looking straight up at the sky.
Yeah, I mean, she may as well be looking at the camera.
Yeah. Okay.
Never going back. Fuck you, Hatchetfield!
Seatbelt, Emma. It's a little bumpy.
Hey, ma'am. You really saved our asses.
Yeah, thanks, ma'am.
Hey, Mr. Business, how do you do? So can we get a triple for you? No!
Okay, so Here's one thing I wonder about Zoe's plan here, though. This is one thing I want about Zoe's plan. Shouldn't she have, in theory, flown them out to the mainland and not revealing that it's her, get off the thing, shoot them in the face, and then proceed to infect the mainland, rather than revealing her cards mid-air, therefore causing the plane to ultimately crash or be in jeopardy?
I think the general take that you could have is that maybe because it's more theatrical.
Maybe, but I don't know. From an evil villain standpoint, this is just a fumble. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Hive Mind. You gotta step up your game. I like the camera work here. Although I'm surprised Paul survives a whole helicopter crash. I know he had a seatbelt on, but seatbelts aren't that good. Seatbelts aren't that good.
Huh. Okay. Emma? Emma!
Oh! Oh!
Oh, God!
Pokey got tunnel vision, yeah. Pokey was sitting here like, man, I have this really cool elaborate plan, and then saw a moment and was like, but it'd be so cool, man. I got look at what I can do with my action figures.
Oh, God.
I hate to say this right now, but this is what seatbelts are for.
Shit!
Emma, we gotta go. We're still in Hatchetfield. We gotta get to the shore. We gotta find a boat or something, okay?
No! Please! I can't move, Paul. I'm not getting off this island.
But those things are gonna find us.
Then you gotta fucking kill them before they do. The meteor. Paul, you have to destroy the meteor. It's like the hive mind. It's like your friend said.
Which friend? Bill, Ted, Charlotte?
I don't know your friends' fucking names. The meteor is the head. You take the head out, the whole thing.
To be fair, they didn't
down.
know hers either.
Okay.
I had to step up perhaps a minute. You want me to pause?
Okay.
What?
Nothing. I had to step out for half a second.
So I just get to the Starlight Theater, destroy the meteor, and all these things will just drop dead?
Yeah. I sure as shit hope so.
I haven't seen Hocus Pocus, so hopefully this gets across to someone out there. This gives Winfred Sanderson not endorsing one of the random kids Sarah's song and trance before seeking revenge on Danny. Those sure are words in an order.
I know why you came into beanies all those times.
I don't know why you're trying to win a Fred, but I sure hope Paul wins a Emma.
The Starbucks down the street. And it wasn't because you liked our shit coffee.
You're getting delusional because the blood loss.
We didn't care. And sometimes we would spit in it.
Ew.
You might have drank some of my spit, but I didn't know you then. I wish I did. But anyway, Paul, if we get out of this,
I
would
will.
love to
I'm
watch
gonna blow
a
myself
nice
up.
silent movie with you. But in case we don't, kiss me?
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, Emma.
Oh, sorry.
Oh
yeah, that's a lot of blood.
It's not that much blood, actually. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's not a lot of blood. I've seen more.
Hey, and the blood is a net positive. You know why? Because OK is wonderful here. Pointed out that, she is being much more loopier. And you know what's not okay, kids? Kissing someone when they can't fully comprehend what's happening. Consent is good. That's your PSA. Bazinga.
All of it, though. So get back on in here.
Nope.
Ruined the moment.
No, correct.
Ruined the moment. No.
No. There is no moment. Wait till she consents.
I know, but she's never gonna get a chance to consent because next time she's gonna be mind controlled. So, oh well.
True.
Oh, well. There is no kiss. It's just sadness. Nothing but sadness. I am sad.
Get out of here.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Did you hear the word? What's the word? He's coming. Who's a coming? Paul's a coming. Paul's a coming. The start of the show. Let him come. Word. What's the word? He's a coming. Who's a coming? Paul's a coming. Paul's a coming. The start of the show. Let him come.
I like how the meteorite looks like the silly a lot more in this. It's shaped like a silly. I forget what his name is. Pokey.
Pokey. But I think I prefer the sentence. It's shaped like a silly so much more.
It's shaped like a silly.
Old Starlight Theater. There it is.
Why are you narrating?
The meteor.
Okay, I'm sure this was in the original because they had a pretty bad meteor in general, but like the fact that it's in the remake when it looks a lot more like a meteorite.
So I think it's one of two things. I think in lore, there's probably a take where you can say maybe he's closer, and like we know that being closer makes him more susceptible to the song. Maybe this is like the theatricality like bleeding through, just like subtly.
Potentially.
On the other hand, it could also be that he misread this line or like the direction of it, and it maybe was meant to be more of more of a stunned, like a surprise sort of thing, and not just a direct statement.
Possibly.
We've been waiting for you, Paul. Bill, stay back. Watch out, Paul. He might kick your head.
Oh
and that would be a la-di-da-da-da.
Ted! Emma's boss.
That's right, Paul. All your best friends are here.
We're happy now.
We got what we wanted.
No, Mr. Davidson didn't want to become a mindless alien slave. He wanted to be choked by his wife while he jerked off. Well, I'm gonna put a stop to all this.
I thought you didn't care about saving the planet.
Back off, Greenpeace girl. I pull this pin and you're all toast.
You wouldn't do that, Paul.
I sure as hell will.
Then what about you? You die too. Is that what you want?
It doesn't matter what I want.
We think it does, Paul.
Oh, God.
And we want to hear about it.
In fact, we think there's a song in you yet. What's in your soul? Is your heart so damp and weak that you won't give us a peek?
Of your soul.
Just let it out.
I think this is a close second for like best song in the musical for me.
This is also really high up. I know it's a single voice, Paul. You just got to give it a boy. Oh, God.
Just let it out.
Let it out. Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Just let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out.
Hit your proximity to the meteor, Paul. The air here is thick with its spores. Feel your apotheosis begin as it takes root in your mind. Do you really think we'd let you kill us? Every one of us before you can pull that pin. What was that?
Okay, to be fair, I can pull the pin in half a second. I'm pretty sure my transformation isn't that fast. All I'm saying, I can pull a pin a lot faster than that's gonna happen.
No, you're correct. I think the idea though is to just sow in a bit of fear so that way he hesitates longer.
Yeah.
You let it out.
Was that a note or just a sound? And my spirit coming round to a round scheme. Oh God, just something. I'm split in two.
Is this me or is this you?
Am I dead? I'm coming apart
At the seams.
I think an interesting note actually. So, is this me or is this you? So at the time we didn't know this, but now that we know that this is a cosmic like god, for him to like point up whenever he says, "Is this you?" is a very interesting touch.
I mean, I can see Pokey wanting to be the leading man. I mean, he's like the main resistant force, and what kind of trophy would you? It's a big trophy to have like the one resistant force you had in the whole town under your control and like being a poster child.
Yeah, and especially after you've killed like all of his like friends and stuff, it's a, I mean, it's a classic like tragedy.
Yeah. So let it out, let it out, let it out.
Let it out, let it out. You just gotta
Let
it out, let it out, let it out. Let it out, let it out.
Hey, can we pause? Hold on, wait. Go back slightly.
Here.
Yeah, just okay.
Further.
And now, no, that's good. Yeah, just okay. Oh wait, no. Go back a few frames. Oh wait. Okay. Go just okay. Play.
Okay.
You just gotta let it out, let it out, let it out.
And here.
He's
This
trying to make
works.
himself throw up.
No, I get it. Yeah, I know what's happening. I just want another screenshot.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. I mean, honestly, though, I don't think throwing up would work on the spores. I think they're already too much inside you for you to puke them out at this point. It's not like poison. Shout out to the Supergirl movie for referencing or showing her throwing up poison with her getting herself throw up the poison.
Oh, okay. So that's hold on, wait, hey, tangent time. I know, guys. Jake has been gone for a while. We haven't had a real tangent in a while. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Here's one for you if you guys really want one. So you saw the Supergirl movie. Spoilers. I have not. I've also not heard very good things about it.
I think it's good. I thought it was good. I mean, sometimes the movie color palette wise and like clutter on some of the alien planets felt less whimsical space and more trash compared to other space related stuff, which
well, I know it's meant to be a loose adaptation of Woman of Tomorrow. Is that accurate?
I mean, I think, yeah, it pretty much does. It adapts to the characters and stuff. It obviously changed around a few things. Like, the main villain's actually powerful and like a threat in comparison to apparently in the original book. He wasn't much of a threat. He was just a bad person who
because I remember
kept escaping them.
Because I know I saw a picture of someone like pointing at the poster and then holding the book, and then there was like a caption of like, "Did you not understand the point of this?" And I'm like, man, did they like butcher it or?
In my opinion, I thought it was fine.
Sure.
To be honest, the movie's going for something slightly different, and there are some points where there are some points where Supergirl's talking about her trauma versus the trauma of the co-protagonist, young girl who wants revenge for him killing her family, essentially. But they're not really the same because Kara just lost her planet due to the situation itself, not because of any one person versus this is one couple person. Besides the kind of shifty parallel stuff they try to bring.
I saw it was pretty good. It did kind of feel like a Disney Plus series rather than a movie. That's kind of disappointing. Was it dark at all?
I mean, yes and no.
Okay.
There were dark topics touched upon, like human trafficking.
Sure. Well, the reason I ask is because I remember when Man of Steel came out, and I was once again in the minority as far as opinions go. I didn't like it. I didn't think that
It's not Man of Steel
felt like
dark.
Superman. Well, the thing is, I was like, I didn't think that it felt like Superman, but everyone else loved it, and I was like, and everyone was like, oh yeah, the Cavill's like Cavill Superman. Here's the thing, I think Henry Cavill's a fine actor. I think had he had a better script, I would be fine with him. It's not Cavill I have an issue with, but like, I just don't think it's Superman. You know who, if you want like a Superman though, who has like a dark and gritty character and has like dark storylines, guess what? That exists. Here's the truth that the Snyder fans probably wouldn't like. It's also a woman, which is kind of why I was excited about Supergirl. Because that is precisely what people wanted out of Superman, except they didn't want Superman. They just thought they did.
I mean, in the case of Supergirl, I would say she does feel different than Clark. Like, she's not like... She isn't Man of Steel edgy. Granted, I don't like that kind of tone, or at least for like super people in general. But she is very
Superman
distinct.
shouldn't have that tone, but I think Supergirl absolutely could. I think that fits super well.
But she is a lot more. She's different, to put it. I would put it. She's very different, and she's not all smiles and warm and cuddly all the time.
Well, see, and that's the thing. I know because I know the trailers showed her like drunk and all that, and I know in Superman when she had her cameo, she was kind of like a drunkard, and I thought that was an interesting. Like, I thought that was maybe leading the way to like, you know, she has like actual like big addiction issues, and we're gonna like dive deeper into that and like irreparable trauma from seeing everything she knew and loved like go away, and like how that maybe goes in like a cycle of abuse and. You know, maybe what role Crypto has within her psyche.
I mean, Crypto is more or less used in the movies to essentially be her last ties to Krypton proper, or I say Krypton,
Okay.
Argo was more of a comparable thing to call it, but is like essentially, and the story essentially revolves around her almost losing that piece, but her having to chase down this man to get the antidote to get the piece back.
Right. Okay.
Essentially. I would say it definitely works. She's not like abusive or anything.
No, I'm not. I didn't say she was abusive. To be clear.
Yeah, I mean, she may abuse her liquor a little bit in the very beginning of the movie, but or liver. She may abuse her liver just a little bit in the very beginning of the movie.
That's the kind of right. If she was
20 something minutes. 20 minutes, but you know,
like Supergirl in her abuse is always like self-abusive. If she harms others, besides villains anyways, it's usually like just getting people away from her.
She's kind of like Batman. She wants to be a loner. She wants to be a loner. Essentially.
I don't know. The phrase like wants to is odd, but that gets into like the nuanced about like the conscious and subconscious about like mental illness and self-isolation and all that, and that's
and also when you have a child who's on a pretty much a quest that's gonna get them killed, and they're gonna come no matter what.
Is she a kid?
Teenager, like 13, 14, I think.
Why?
Because she's not Kara, the child protagonist, co-protagonist.
Oh, okay. I was like, no,
she's
older.
She's an adult. She's I don't know how old she is. She's probably in her 20s, but
right. Okay.
I don't know her exact age in this. Anyways,
I mean, to be fair, technically both her and Clark have like unclear ages due to the time dilation, but
yeah, I mean, I think Clark's meant to be in his 30s or at least late 20s in this DC universe, assumably.
No, I just mean like what age they present as and what age they would be according to like the time stream.
Oh yeah, honestly, Batman's probably the worst character for that because like Batman should be like in his like 50s essentially at this point, but they still present him as like late 20s, like mid 30s at best. Essentially, even though he really shouldn't be that.
A couple times.
I guess, but like I don't know.
Oh yes, Batman's a loner, the guy with 10 sidekicks and partners and a butler. He
wants to be a loner sometimes. Doesn't mean he gets to be a loner, but he wants to be a loner.
Hey, here's an interesting take. I don't know if it's ever been used in any canon source, but I think an interesting idea is, at least for Robin's, is the idea that like because he's already lost something, every time he loses something, they did this with Tim. That's right. He went off the edge after Jason, and one of the reasons that they pointed out is because he lost Jason, he wanted a new one to fill in the role. And it was kind of like an idea of like Batman feeds his own delusion, which goes into like the idea of like a very mentally ill Batman that doesn't get touched on. It kind of gets overshadowed by like Vigilante and all that oftentimes, but it is a real part of his character. And
DC Comics is cool though, but we watched this though.
Oh, true.
Sorry.
Let it out, let it out. Let it.
Oh, and also Lithium, he doesn't have a butler. He's been dead
he
for
died. Well, okay, to be fair, in the comics, he's getting a new butler that apparently is Alfred's great niece, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's funny when the writer of that issue killed off Alfred, he even said he didn't plan on that being permanent. He thought for sure DC would bring him back soon, and then they just didn't.
Well, honestly, I hate that writer though. That writer's run on Batman. I mean, the first 50 issues were fine up until the wedding, and then that whole run went down the toilet. Well, you got to build up a wedding for like 49 issues just to have Catwoman at the last minute be like, actually, I don't want to get married because a bad idea or something, because Batman won't be Batman or something. Anyways, I'm not going to do this in the 11th hour.
Why was she the one to do that? Like Bruce should have. Like, I think like Bruce though.
I think Poison Ivy talked to her or something. One hero, one like villain talked to her. Be like, is it a good idea? I don't know if it's a good idea. And then she's like, wow, I never thought about it like that. Bruce, I can't marry you anymore. And that's essentially how it went. It was awful and very controversial, and I hate that choice.
I've never been happy. Wouldn't that be nice? Is this the secret? Singing and dancing through life. Is my integrity worth anything at all? Happiness can't come before its fall. Am I crazy? Maybe I've always become what I've hated. Or maybe I never did. It's awful freeing now to share the hate I felt. But what will I let in if I let it out? Let it out, let it out. Am I crazy? I don't think so. Let it out, let it out, let it out. Maybe I've always been. Just let it out, let it out, let it out. God help me out, let it out. If I let it. I don't like musicals!
Oh, the news report.
This is the Clydesdale Morning News with Rod and Rachel.
It's been 2 weeks since tragedy struck our sister city of Hatchetfield.
Come on, tell us how good Peanuts is.
Angels line the streets as Clydesdale citizens try to make sense of this unspeakable loss. Every last man, woman, and child in Hatchetfield gone in the blink of an eye. A meteor and a ruptured gas line was all it took to wipe them off the map. But it will take much, much more to wipe them from our hearts.
Clivesdale sounds nice from that guy. Maybe Clivesdale's a nice place.
She ready to go?
Yes.
How's that leg doing, Kelly? Why did my new name have to be Kelly? I liked my old name. You couldn't even pick something similar like Emily or... That's a negative, Kelly. You'll get used to it. In the meantime, we can't have anyone making any connections with you and Emma Perkins, who perished in the Hatchetfield catastrophe. Yeah, that's another thing. You couldn't even give me a cool death, you know? Like Emma Perkins, her flesh melted off while she was shielding children. I mean, something heroic. It was my idea to destroy the meteor. And Uncle Sam is not ungrateful. Here, Kelly, this is for you. Inside, you'll find a new passport, social security card, and the deed to a 5-acre plot of land in Colorado.
Oh.
Green. Fertile. Hell of a place to grow some cannabis.
Yes, Perky Buds. Perky's Buds.
Colonel Schaefer. You're sure I'm the only survivor? We've been over this, Kelly, that there were no survivors. Say for one little pocket-sized squirrel we found burrowed in the body of a local woodworker.
Yeah.
Oh, peanuts! I'm glad he got out of there. In the wake of a tragedy like this, a little bit of good news goes a long way. Yeah. It's just, Paul. He was a good man. Were it not for his sacrifice, the outbreak would have spread to the mainland. It was contained in Hatchetfield. But if it got loose here in Clydesdale, there'd be no stopping it. Goodbye, Kelly. Good luck with the pot farm. Thanks. Oh, wait. One more thing. You'll be escorted to Colorado by a Mr. Let's see, where's Ben Bridges. He's waiting outside. Oh, I don't know Ben Bridges. Well, according to our records, you two are very good friends.
Oh.
Pete would like to see it become something more.
Okay, is wonderful. Are you saying that Clivesdale and Hatchetfield have a toxic yaoi relationship?
Oh my God. You made it? We made it!
Okay, so this is one thing I always hate about then this musical that doesn't get explained. Paul's just alive, even though he clearly blew up with the meteorite. So, and I know it's like a horror movie cliche where it's like, oh yes, our main protagonist stopped the demon / ghost / killer, and oh yeah, we did it. And then in like a post-credit scene or ending scene, it's revealed that thing is still kicking around somehow with little to no explanation. And then it's like a sequel rolls around, they maybe give a vague explanation of how it happened. But it's always kind of confused me, like this like sudden shift where it's like, I'm alive. It's like, I thought you blew up.
No, I mean, I get it. He probably should be dead. But at the other hand, like, that's not even my biggest issue. I've always kind of disliked the bad ending of this. Like, I always felt like it was never quite earned. I don't know.
Yeah,
it goes for a tragedy, but it's like I feel like it would have just done better if she got to live out the rest of her days. But whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. So like one of those like plot things in horror, and it's like horror movie tropes, especially where it's like the character should be dead or like the villain should be dead, but they're not dead because sequel/final attack, even though it makes no sense for what it's been prior set up. Because drama. If this ever got like a proper sequel, like I didn't like musicals again. Girl traumatized by musicals. There, it's about Emma surviving in a post.
No, I think
world.
I think if you did a real sequel in the same continuity, it would have to be called The Guy Who Really Didn't Like Musicals.
Yeah, but I don't know. This ending just gets no. I may Lithium posted something. That is possible, but I feel like the issue is, I honestly would take the creator's word explaining what happened, but like, no, but like we don't actually have a confirmed explanation. It's just theory
Lithium, are you saying that is that from like the Q&A or something, or is that just your theory?
Oh, I mean, it could be. I don't know. It sounds like I don't know. If there's no official confirmation, then it's like theories are nice, but I don't know. And obviously, writing a story, you don't have to necessarily writing a story. You could pretty much BS anything.
So okay, it's wonderful. So okay, correct. Pokey is not limited by smithereens, but I would argue the reason to answer the question about why they were alive, at least Pokey still had a skin suit to walk around in. If you're like the heart of a blast, there's nothing for Pokey to walk with.
But like the thing is, as well, these gods have some form of limits. For what we could tell, for at least what I could tell about like Garden, like musical and Black Friday, it seems that the god themselves can introduce a catalyst to the world. In Garden, like musicals, we have the comment, and
are we sure that they have to, are we sure they're bound by these rules and aren't just following them for their own like enjoyment?
That's also possible, but for or at least from those two musicals, it seems they're bound by some sort of catalyst, like Tickly Wiggly or the comment, and then they have to, and they use those two things in each of those respective musicals to essentially gain a foothold in the world, and then do what they want to do in the world. In this case, the meteorite controlled all the spores in the whole epicenter. So destroying that whole foothold, in theory, should have at least required Pokey to introduce a new comet into this world, rather than just I don't know. I mean, there's a chance Paul's the new embodiment of the meteorite, maybe, but even then, that just goes into like fan speculation with quite literally zero to no evidence of it. So then it's like, I mean, I can make 20 theories about how things are theoretically possible, but there's going to be no confirmation either way. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe.
The idea that, I would say there is no evidence for it, but that is a fun idea. The idea that this isn't like the embodiment of the mirror of the meteor, but maybe this just is Pokey.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, that's one of the things about this ending that's always kind of been like, I don't know. I kind of wish it was explained more. At least give me an explanation, even if it's like a poor one. A poor one would at least suffice. It wouldn't be good, but it would suffice.
So did Paul destroy the meteor? Did he just break it open or did he just break it open, releasing all the spores? So I think it's up to interpretation. The way it had us believe would be that it was destroyed. But at the end of the day, I don't think it should matter. I mean, I don't think most things in that kind of blast would be able to keep moving about.
Yeah, I mean the sheer like explosion fire from the grenade would have ignited all the spores in the area. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, this doesn't feel as justified as I wish it would did.
I'm sorry you lost.
Paul.
This isn't a sci-fi story. It just looks like one. It's cosmic horror. Correct, yeah.
Paul, you're scaring me.
But what if I told you I made it?
What?
And this is the life that I chose. Would you even believe it? Emma, do you believe in ghosts? What if I told you a story that settled all the dust? I'm still the man you trust. It's inevitable for us.
No. No, get away from me. You're not Paul, you're one of them.
For I had no ambition, but now my life is a song. Don't you want to see me happy? Is it so tragically wrong?
And also what also like makes me kind of confused with this ending is like everyone else who was caught in the explosion is here. So even if it, this would mean Pokey just resurrected everybody for reasons.
Well, I mean, he resurrected them to begin with. They are all zombies, every single one of them. But I mean, here's the thing. I think some of them could have survived. I think the only reason Paul seems impossible is because he was literally holding the bomb.
Well, but they were all crowding him. They were all reaching for the grenade when he was singing. So they were all
okay,
like,
two things. One, a grenade is relatively small as far as explosions go. There was a lot of bodies blocking him.
Yeah, but he was wearing a whole pack of them on his chest. So when that one exploded, it would cause the rest to explode on his like little.
I guess that's fair.
Satchel.
I don't know. I think there's an argument to be made though that there's enough bodies blocking it that maybe some could have gone away. But
I'm pretty sure they all survived though in this ending musical number. So
no, I mean true. I'm just saying realistically. I think
you had to sing to survive. We must go on with show. It's inevitable to know what I want now.
Know what you want now.
Am I want you to join the party? Are you going to tip me?
Take a cup of coffee.
Look at the fun we're having already.
What?
I'm not calling, you can do the same now. The words and lyrics and you're playing the game now. It's all there is and all there ever was. Emma, let me.
And also, what's kind of confusing is we saw Charlotte come in here. I'm gonna scroll back a little bit so we could kind of see.
And we're having already. I'm not calling, you can do the same.
Okay, so Charlotte is wearing essentially her Act 1 outfit, the one without the guts. So, but Charlotte wasn't there during the whole explosion scene. So did I guess Pokey?
No, I mean
also...
Charlotte could have easily made it over here.
Yeah, but Pokey resurrected her corpse that was shot.
No, Pokey resurrected her corpse originally, dude. Do you not remember how she died?
Well, okay, yeah, but she got infected, and then the infected version of her died by Hidgens earlier in the play.
Why? But like, maybe she didn't though. Why? Like, if she's not alive to begin with, why would she have died?
Well, because these things are clearly able to be killed. They're like
But
zombies. Yeah, we saw a few of them get killed throughout this play.
We saw one of them get killed when their brain was taken out. I mean, unless you're getting headshots on every single one of them and getting lucky on every single one of them, I don't think that's true.
Yeah, but again, Charlotte's here.
I mean, you clearly don't need guts to live as one of these things.
But Charlotte's here, and it's like, okay. I don't know. This ending's always confused me. I do kind of like the dark end credits where everyone's taking a bow and Emma's just freaking out. I do like that, but also this makes okay. I know it's magic, but magic has rules. Magic has rules.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to have rules, but also, I mean, here's the thing, Lithium. I hate that line of thought. That's like the same energy as it's what the script says. Yeah, obviously, but like, that's not an
But
excuse.
why? But why though? That's in universe logic was important when it comes to it. And then also narratively, and also you shoot yourself in the foot story writing wise if part of your reasoning of doing something is I could do it, so I just did it. You kind of shoot yourself in the foot because then that means anything can happen because you can do it because it doesn't, that's one of those things where it's like,
because the show is a loop and the aliens are retelling the story for Pokey's amusement. So here's the thing, that was an idea we had originally, but there's not really any evidence in the show except for arguably the billboards. Is that a thing that's confirmed now, or is that still just kind of like an idea?
Re Charlotte? What?
Referencing Charlotte. Saying that like because Charlotte's in the Act 1 outfit, that's like evidence for like looping back to the start.
I don't think that's true. I mean, it could be, but there's like no evidence to it. Cool theory, but also there's like very little potential evidence to support it, unfortunately. And that's
Now, your words and lyrics, and you're playing the game now. It's all there is and all there ever was. Emma, let me puke in your mouth and just stuff in your food bin, girl. And you can join the house.
Open your food bin is so good.
Show me those jazz hands. Get 'em up, boys, get out of luck. Show me those hands. Show me those jazz hands. Or I might inclined.
Plant my seed. I'll have needs to feed. Happiness is guaranteed. Give us one last show-stopping number with Emma front and center. A kick run is inevitable.
What if I told you a story? How the world became peaceful and just. It was inevitable.
Okay, headcanon.
Yeah.
So there's two headcanons I have that I don't think they work with each other, but they're both fun, so I'll mention them both. Whenever she only starts screaming like that when she looks out at the audience. So like one, either maybe she's like broken the fourth wall and can see the audience, which is cool. Or two, maybe when she's looking at the audience, maybe that's like her seeing the true form of Pokey or something.
I mean, that could be cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I do. Despite me complaining about how this number exists, I will say I do like this number. It does one of my favorite things in musicals that I love, which is reprising older numbers with like slightly changed lyrics and a slightly changed tone. It does do that, which I do quite like.
I bet you'd love Undertale and Deltarune.
The apotheosis is upon!
Well, okay, let's be clear. I mean, okay, the rules of this universe are now Pokey's to write as he feels fit. He is God. Maybe he is reshaping the other people into these people, rewriting their memories and recreating these characters. I mean, fair. I do want to make an appendage, though, on this, like, God mention. So he is a god, right? I imagine the other sillies probably still have, like, control over this place if they wanted to show up. So it'd be a lower.
Yeah, honestly, my headcanon for the sillies is, like, whenever one of them is playing with a universe, they're basically be like, hey, don't touch this universe. I'm playing with it now.
Right, I have to, like,
to play.
Yeah, these have to be like action figures or something for them, right? The universes are kind of like Lego sets, right?
Yeah, a new set. You could take these people and force them to do what you want, or manipulate them into doing what you want, or just playing around with them. Honestly,
well, I mean,
just have a little bit of fun. for no reason. You'd be like, I don't have an end goal for this. Do stuff.
Cool. Is this a rule that's been established before? I didn't realize that you could only fit one silly into the universe. And also, that kind of contradicts Nerdy Purge, doesn't it?
I kind of like the original one where she was actively verbally saying, "What are you guys doing? Why are you just standing there? Why are you clapping?" I kind of wish that instead of her just generically saying no. I do kind of miss that, where she's confused why an audience is just sitting there and clapping at this.
There should be an after credit scene of Pokey and a lazy boy clicking a remote and changing the channel in disgust. I agree, Freddy.
Yeah. Man, these are long credits.
Yeah, but it also sounded like there was a lyrical tune that existed.
Yeah, they probably just play over the rest of the song. Oh, they just slide
right, but what I'm so there can be more than one in the universe. So, like, why would Pokey be the only one?
Hey, did you see that? Oh, that's you.
Yeah, it's just a soundtrack.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome.
Hey. But yeah, final thoughts. It was good. I feel like Act 2 succeeds a lot more where Act 1 kind of failed.
Speaking of loops, this is what we started out with, mentioning that people have said that, and this is what we're ending with.
I mean, I kind of said my thoughts throughout it. I'm tired, so I'm gonna go now. BB, do outro.
Okay, you could at least stay for the outro, though.
Okay.
All right, chat. Sorry, I guess no last tangent. Maybe next time. Maybe there can be something in live chat for you guys. Let us know your. Okay, I just realized I'm very clearly reading this. Actor. Let us know your thoughts by means or liking or disliking and leaving your comments on. Damn it! I should have read this in advance. Insert thing here, guys. What do you want to talk about? Hey guys, what do we want to talk about?
Talk about I don't know. What kind of story do you want next for a Hatchetfield sequel? Story. Hatchetfield story.
Or here's one. Do you think any of the other Hatchetfield musicals would do well as a remount? Let us know about that. That'd be interesting. Let us know your thoughts by means or of liking or disliking, and leaving your comments on.
I want more.
Let us know your thoughts by means of liking or disliking, and I shut up, Aiden. Let us know your thoughts by means of liking or disliking, and leaving your comments on whether or not you would want to see more remounts, or if you're like Aiden and you say no, thank you. And we'll see you all soon enough in another But I thought I bet you thought I'd say bitch, didn't you? And we'll see all of you soon enough in another Butter Bunch video. Doodle pip.
Drugs.